You're not going there for self-aggrandizement to be served by the people. You're not going there to go and make policies that will serve only you. The policies already has been made to serve the interests of Biafrans and Biafrans alone. So if you go there and you, by any means, whether by omission or submission, and you siphon public fund, there's already laws that have been implemented that will take care of that. And if you by any means siphon public fund and you are caught, that law will take its course immediately. And by the time that law take its course on one person and two persons and three persons, every other person will take precautions and know that this is not Nigeria, that this is Biafra Republic government in exile. That is why some persons were asking questions, what is going to happen to those that are in the system of the politics today? Because there are people that are in the system today that will still find their way to the system of Biafra. And our Prime Minister said that the law will compel you. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter what background you come from. The system will compel you to do the right thing because of the policies that will be implemented. It's not like the Constitution of Nigeria where you see copy and paste. They tell you that you have a human right, that when you commit an offense, nobody has any right to torture you. You have right not to be tortured. You have right to medical facilities like they are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all those things are denied. Are you getting me? And you have a right to life, but in natural sense, you don't have right to life because policeman can threaten you that I will kill you here and nothing will happen. If a Biafran policeman ever threatens a Biafran citizen, even a stranger in Biafra land, that you will kill that person at the spot and nothing will happen, you don't need to kill that person. The only thing the person you said this to, the only thing he needs is the evidence to prove that you say it. And you will face the full wrath of the law. That is attempted murder. You will be judged attempted murder, that you wanted to kill somebody. Because since you can say it, you can do it. If you can threaten a Biafran that I will kill you and nothing will happen, that means maybe there's other people that you have killed before now and nobody see you and nothing happened. So you will come to explain better. You understand? So Biafra that is coming, believe me, it's not going to be a charade. Like what is happening in it is going to be. You should be talking about Finland, not even America. You should be. Our leader, our Prime Minister said he's going to copy Finland, copy many other, but most of the things we are going and copy South Korea. But most of the things that we will copy is the best that the countries of the world has implemented, and it works for them and work for their citizens. That is what we are going to adapt. Not what is happening here. That today a lawyer will come, a judge. Do you know what it means for a judge to rule on a particular matter and tell you that I have acquitted and discharged this man? That is to say, I have looked into this matter and I see this man to be innocent. I don't know if I'm still coming out, so that I will not be talking to myself.
Yes, you're coming out, sir.
Do you know what it means that a competent, a jurisdiction competent of law told you, a judge told you that this person have looked into his matter and I found him not guilty of all the accusations that you've leveled against him. And you as an ordinary person, as ordinary citizen that is also under the same law that is applicable to the person to the accused, because that person is as guilty as you, and he is also as innocent as you, since you cannot prove him guilty of whatever accusation you're leveling against him. And instead of the Nigerian state to pay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu compensation of number one, assassination of his name, and attempted murder, attempted assassination attempted assassination that they made on his life 2017. Instead of them to do this, a president that is under the law, that the constitution, under the constitution, the same constitution that the citizen is under, the same constitution he is under, said that I cannot do that, that the case should be revised. Who does that? In which world does that happen? It's only in Nigeria. But that is not applicable in any other place of the world. If it is, the time that the court ruled over the sitting president, do you know what it means for a sitting president to surrender his seat of power? It only happened during the time of Jonathan and Donald Trump. And these are people that love humanity. They relinquish power, not going into tussle that it must be me, because the law court have said so. It doesn't matter if they are wrong. What is now left for you to go and prove the court and the judge that ruled over that case that they are wrong? And today, Donald Trump is proving his case. And when he became the president, which is going to become the president of America this year, those cases will be revisited. Obama will go to prison. Donald Clinton will go to prison. Many people will go to prison once Donald Trump. That's why they are doing everything for Donald Trump not to go to that seat as a president. They don't want him to in the White House. But in Nigeria, who is going to do that? Is it a Miloko that is a criminal that is accused of drug lord, of a drug deal, that is a drug cartel, that America put on their wanted list? Is he the one that is going to indict anybody that have been a criminal before now? No, they run a criminal system. So nobody will accuse anybody because you are a cattle, I am pot, we are all black. You can't call me black because we go at the same fire. So nobody should be using the eyes of what you're seeing today in Nigeria to compare whatever Biafra is going to be. Nobody should use that. We have been in the system of Nigeria, and many people today that are agitating, there are some things that have been changed in our reasoning, the way we think, the way we analyze things, the way we see things, and the perspective we see things. Not like the way Nigerians sees it. Nigerians, he even started a construction work. No, but there are people that will be in charge of it. This is the work of the Ministry of Works. If there's any construction work that should be there, the only thing that the governor will know is
Jojo, we can't hear you anymore. Or is it from me? Kama, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm not hearing Jaja.
Okay. Okay. So, can we go to
Can I just take 1 minute and add to what Jaja said? Just 1 minute.
Okay.
You know, it's as though Jaja was here when we started this conversation. You know that I mentioned about law. If we have a good law, and there is another brother that talks about having good institutions and all that, you know, that all these things will help to solve the problem. But where we were talking about is how long are we going to give the current government in order to take us to that level whereby everything is in place, so that when people comes in, they will not mess around, you know. Because obviously, why I believe that constitution a lot in Europe here, you can see somebody that want to be a prime minister or president. He will come outside by himself on the high street, put tent, and he's campaigning, giving people flyer, you know, to vote for him. Where can you see such a thing in Africa? It's impossible. So I believe that good institution, good law will help and will change everything. Stella, go ahead. Thank you.
No, hold on. I didn't get what you said, though. Please, before I go on.
You didn't hear
Can
me.
you repeat what you said? No, sir, please. You made a very important point.
I said that it's as though Jaja was here when we started this conversation. We started by talking about how to change people's orientation, whether they will go to orientation camp or school or rehabilitation center and all that. We talked about so many things in that aspect. Then from
Yeah.
then, we now moved to, will we adopt this current democracy that is full of hypocrites? They are using to chase people around every 4 years and all that. We talked about maybe adopting our own traditional democracy, whereby if good people are in office, we allow them to stay there as long as they are doing the job, rather than changing them and all that. So we talked about so many things, but what I said most was that we are going to focus on our constitution. If we have a good constitution, will change a whole lot of things. And somebody has said, if we have a good institution, different institution that will be checkmating all these things, it will also help. It will also go long way. And I said, I concur with the guy as well, that constitution, institution, and different organs of government that will be checkmating all these things, if we have them in place, I don't think there is any fear of changing government, because before you go in there, you already know what to expect. It's not going to be like Nigeria, where you are not accountable. The president is not accountable to anyone. The governor is not accountable to anyone. The local government chairman is not accountable to anyone. They give you money, you spend it the way you like. Nobody asks you question. You are the everything. In Biafra, it's not going to be like that.
Okay, well, we also said that since Simon have started a good job, Mazen Nandekan have started a good job. When in our USB, should we give them as much years as possible so that they can get the real thing done and be able to set up a good pace for others to follow? You understand? So people were saying 4 years. Some said 10 years. You remember? Come on, because you've been around here now. And I said
Yes,
for me, I want
you,
more years
you
because
said
they are
that.
young people. Then they are vibrant. Should we give them more years to be in that office to be able to get from the scratch this nation and bring it up to a level before we begin to go into election and election?
Yeah, we use China as an example. We also use Libya as an example. We also use the Rwanda as well as example. I think you're right. Yeah, you're right
Yeah,
in that
because you
aspect.
see that all this Rwanda, all this China, check out their president. They have been there for over 10 years and they have been doing the good job. But what we're saying also is not a guarantee. We are also that they will also be checkmate also or be watched at, so that as soon as they begin also to do wrong thing, we should be able to also say, you know what, your time is up. You understand? And somebody now said, even with the mandate these people had or have from God, like our MNK, like our PM, that we don't think that there will be a time that the power begin to intoxicate them. But what we are advocating is if they should be given enough time, enough years. So some people said 4 years, some people said 10 years. I said even for me, I want more because they are young and vibrant. Because they can still reason. It's not the people that are very old and peeing on their body and they are still president and prime ministers of the world. That's what, so far, what we have said today. We said it, we now analyze it in brief. Okay, so we'll go to Chukuma. No, Chukuma,
No,
hold
new
on. You're
people, new
spoiling it
people.
now. You bring more new points. Hold on. We are trying to digest all the things you have said, you have brought up. So hold on, sir. And can we go to MID Bridge? Sir, you have the mic.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I recognize everyone here present. This is one of the best fraternal discourse over the year. Yes, I know it's not the only, but it's one of the best in the sense that we're anticipating what is going to be the fate of Biafra. Fantastic. And I hereby invite all Biafrans to always come to listen here, because this is not about BB Niger. is about institutionalization of what Biafra, how Biafra is going to look like. For me, it is going to look pretty good. And for it to look pretty good, not only structurally, just as our brother said, institutionally. Institutionally, it's very, very important. Biafra is going to be the game changer in entire Africa, because it will give us the opportunity to learn the exactitude of the meaning of the said democracy or politics. Because today, due to the effect of colonialism, most of our people are yet to understand the meaning of politics or democracy in its original meaning. But already, our struggle, the shape of our struggle have already led us to understand, look, when Biafra comes, what we will be trying to do, just as our Prime Minister said the other time, that where others make mistake, we will take correction. Where others fail, we will not fail. So for me, there should be compulsory political education from its original meaning, political education, because most of our people are yet to understand the meaning of politics, because it is not an Igbo language or Biafran language. It's something foreign, of which understanding it will help us to create a perfect society. Okay, let's take an example of this. Use the presence of European missionaries. Watch the way they used in diffusing Christianity in Biafra land. If you watch the way they use in diffusing Christianity, I think we should copy from their own system, their pedagogical system or their demagogical system, in trying to let our people understand the meaning of that politics and the meaning of institution. Just for an instance, there is a doctrine they call keeping faith to strong institution. Keeping faith to strong institution, by the time you understand it, it means that you see all those things that makes people to the office holders to be corrupted will be checkmated by that office holder that really understands the meaning of keeping strong institution, keeping faith to strong institution. Let me take for an example. There is a history from Italy, a history between the war, that is war between Italian mafia and the institution. Who is Italian mafia? It is a group of human beings. Italian institution is also law, and that is being headed by a group of experts. So, but what happened? These mafians are the people that have been, that doesn't want the rule of law to happen in Italy. So, for example, if you award contract and given the specification, these mafians, instead of respecting that law, they try to violate it. They may take what you call tangent, that is some percentage. Instead of making it to be standard, they will make it to be substandard. What happened? Those that are in the field, that is the judges, they made a kind of oath that says they must fight to make sure that the law is respected. And what happened? They tried to make sure that those mafias were being incarcerated. Then the mafias started threatening. To sum it all, with having faith for strong institution, made these judges to stand and sacrifice their life to making sure that there is a victory of the law of Italy. It's called Giudice Borsellino. Those that are in Italy or that study in Italy will understand what I'm trying to say. So when Biafra comes, there will be general political education. Whether you went to school or you didn't went to school, at least we believe that in Biafran struggle, you have experts, those that really understand the meaning of certain jerks, you know, from the Western example, the good example from the Westerners. At least these people will try to use the occasion to teach their fellow colleagues, which will at their own time teach others with the principle of, you know, passaparola, in the sense that you use the example of the colonial masters, that is these missionaries that use the church to diffuse their interests. We ourselves, we use both our institution, our churches, because church is also institution, to diffuse or to make a kind of explanation of this new government that we are having, so that people will not come with the old mentality. Because if you come with the old mentality of one Nigeria, that, for example, that is the only thing that they know up to now, you will spoil things. So first of all is the political education, while those that are going to handle the polity will be doing the reconstruction. Before ever you will talk about transition, obviously, people like our supreme leader is going to be there till eternity, because he will be directing, just like in Iran, the Ayatollah Khomeini, who is the supreme leader, whereas the prime minister is being changed. Hello? Should I still go on?
Yeah, we wanted to digest the one you have said before, if not so, because you were saying something. What I understood is this, that, because what they used to do in Nigeria is where you now see people in the parliament or in the state houses, they don't know anything about politics, they don't know anything about law. They are there occupying seat and warming it and embezzling the whole money from the coming out from the state. So I thought what I understood is, before you go into, being having an office in a state house or parliamentary, at least you have your basic maybe political science. You must have read it in the university, or political education, or whatever. You must have gone through that through in the university, so that you'll be able to understand what you're going in for and what is expected of you. Because that's also why, in that Niger area, you see people that studied give me a material, maybe a medicine, but they're doing mechanic. So what I understood is that the people working in our parliament in Biafra, in the state houses in Biafra, anything that has to do with the government and politics must at least go through, a course that has maybe a political science course, so that they will be able to know how to handle the office. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yeah, that is that. But apart from that, my sister and my people, apart from that, I said our people need total political education, because most of our people are very ignorant about the original meaning of politics. I'm saying it in general term, because if you ask, for example, now, an average Nigerian or Biafran at home, I'm saying, those that are not into this struggle, you ask them this question: what is politics? Ask them this question: what is politics? What is going to give you as an answer will surprise you. The answer he or she might have given to you is politics is a dirty game. Ask them this question. You say
Thank you.
dirty game. So politics does not mean, has nothing to do with dirty. Talk more of game. It has, people need to understand it. It's understanding that you to see the secret of the progress of the Caucasians is because they suffered first of all and removed themselves from the dictatorship, and they fought for their freedom, just like what we're doing. And they created their system based on the reality. And I think it is going to reflect on the type of democracy we're going to be practicing. Because if you do copy and paste democracy, it will give you a problem. Because if you watch now, you see Italy use a parliamentary system, and it has what we call civil law system. Whereas Nigeria, for example, although it's not even a good example, let's use British American people, for example. They make use of civil law system. Then Britain make use of common law system. Are you seeing it? So we ourselves, if we want to get it very correctly, although our leaders have already spoken on that, we must shape our own democracy based on our own ideology, our own reality. When we shape it like that, it will be very, very simple for us. But there is a necessity of our people to have general political education. Because by the time we have that general political education, we must stick on this principle of supremacy of the law being above everything. And we stick and faith to the law, of which for you to respect the law, you can even sacrifice your life. And if you violate the law, the punishment must be very, very severe, which we have spoken about it. But the most important in what I'm saying here is that there must be political education for all, so that our institution will be very, very
for all
strong.
that are in politics, sir, because everybody's not interested in
Sister
politics.
Stella,
Like what we
Sister
just
Stella,
learned from Jaja God,
Sister Stella.
that by the time we are now beginning to see all the laws and everything that has to do with us, that people will even run away going into politics because there won't be any loophole, you know. So thank you, sir. But I like what you said, though. Can we go to Mazi Onyeka Chukwu? Sir, you have the mic.
Sister Stella, why you always go round? You only call few people. What you are doing is carcass. This is only kaba you are calling. You don't used to call us. Sister Stella, why?
Go.
Yeah?
Go before me.
One person will be talking 10 times, 50 times. You leave us.
Amuche, you didn't raise your hand. You didn't raise your hand. Mr. Snow is supposed to be the next. You didn't raise your hand.
Go. Okay, nothing like kaba here. Please go. I will go later. Thank you. Let me peace.
Amuche, if you want to talk, raise your hand. Mazi Onyeka, go ahead. When you finish, Mr. Snow will be the next. Thank you.
Sir, the person that said kaba here, I want you to go before me, please.
No. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just go first. After you is Mr. Snow.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, my ladies, my co-host, my ministers in the house, my comrades, everyone here, please. We are here with one mind and the united spirit. Okay. Anything concerning Nigeria language, we don't need it in our space, please, because what we are going to adopt in our country is 100% opposite Nigeria. 100% opposite. There's nothing worthy of emulation in Nigeria. We're going to adopt 100% opposite Nigeria. And the few thing I want to say here, the people that spoke before I've listened to, from Jaja to our minister, and I think they've spoken well. There was a time I said something about the institution, people that will be neutral, that will be independent, that will be checkmating every leader, every position, to investigate them properly without iota of bias, to make sure that the person did not have any criminal records. You know, what we are going to see in Biafra, you see, we are going to put everything in Biafra standard first. What I mean by Biafra standard? We can't do copy and paste. We are going to, all this institution, we are going to make sure that we use Biafra language to give it name, to help our people to understand this. For example, we are going to interpret what is politics in our own language and put it and use it as the name our people will be used to. Because all this foreign name confuses our people. That is why when somebody, like our minister said, politics is a dirty language, it's a dirty game. And they kind of mindset that is going there to go and play game and eat and take. And again, politics will not be a career in Biafra. Politics will not be a career. For you to be a leader, you must have a career. It will be a hobby. Some people in Nigeria take politics as a career. That's immediately when they leave the post. They will remain. All they need to bribe to find their way again. You must have work, something, a career. When you finish leading, go back to your work. Okay? For example, now our politician now is a lawyer. He has his own chamber and he's a politician. That's an example. Politics won't be a career in Biafra. It will not be a career course.
But hold on, there's something somebody said before. Hold on, Onyeka Chukwu, because somebody was telling us, and it made sense. He said that all the people in politics, in parliamentary or in the house, you know, that we don't want them to be in business, you understand, or open a company, or you understand, or be into exchange, because what they do is they'll go there because they are in the parliament. Somebody just come. I remember that guy that said that thing, So at the end of the day, that we wanted them to remain a civil servant whom they are, you understand? They remain a civil servant instead of them working in the parliament or in the house, and they have companies where they, so that as soon as there's a law or how do I say it, that is going on in the government, they now understand what's going on, pick it up, and then go and rock the business outside. You understand what I'm trying to say? Come on. How do I put it? Come on.
Right?
Hello?
My lady, to avoid conflict of interest. That's why you're saying so. Why the person says so?
Hold on, Onyeka Chukwu. Come on, can you say something?
Yeah, I think it's actually Chukwuma that said something like that. It's actually talking about some institutions like stock exchange, these big firms that are determined by the government itself, rather than the people in that sector. For example, stock exchange is depend on what is happening. So somebody in a stock exchange coming to be your prime minister, is gonna have it's more like a conflict of interest. It's not gonna work out. That's the areas. It's not every area, because if you have a business and the business is not business that will truncate the office of a prime minister or minister, I don't think if it's wise to say that you shouldn't do your business, Can
I say something to that, please? Let me round off on them.
You see, sir.
That you said, I understand that area. What he said is so that to avoid conflict of interest. When Trump became president, they assumed something like that, So it will not be in every area. A politician who is aspiring for everyone must have a career job, maybe being a lawyer or doctor, or being any other engineer. Not when you go and read political science, take it as a career. Then after you only remain in politics, only remain there, trying to go back, bribing yourself, bribing your what is in Nigeria. So what I'm saying is the person must at least have a career job. When he leaves the office, you go back to his job or her job. That's what I'm saying. But there are some areas, some institutions that when you are running, like exchange, will not be allowed to occupy such position. So that one is understandable. And again, like I said, the government want to see is where our security men and women will be highest paid. Our servicemen and women, they will be highest paid, and when they are paid well, anyone that is found wanting of bribery or anything will be, in fact, the law will be treat that person even more severe than ordinary citizen. So why you see China like this? China, their police, you can't bribe a China police. You can't bribe them like that. That is why. So you must pay our security men very well. And again, lifesavers, engineers. So politics will not be lucrative. It will be there will be no money there. So that when you are going there to serve, you are going there to serve. Not before you come there, you know that you have come to serve. And when you are vying for election, you don't need to spend much money. All you need is to dedicate your interest. The people we interview, they will conduct debates, and people will ask you questions, interview you. Then if our database have solved many of these issues, then we campaign without spending billion or without blowing money. Then when you go there, you not go there to find to do, you go there to serve. What is in Nigeria is 100% opposite to what you're going to see in Biafra. So my people, we are looking for a country where people, the workers will be well paid, especially security men and women who put their lives online. So that when they are dying for Biafra, they know that they're not dying in vain. They know that when they die, their family will be taken care of. We are looking for a country where our elderly men and women will be taken care of. Today, many die in agony, they die with sickness, in pain in their hearts. So those who are supposed to live like 100 years, maybe they die at 70 because of lack of a healthcare system. In China, you will see a woman that is 80 years with the man, both of them with the green hair, they will enter bus. You want to get off for them, they say no, they will stand in the bus because they are fit. We are going to create a place where our elderly people will be doing exercise every morning, stretching their body. I used one woman that example, that Madam Socia that was a comedian before she died. This woman, her children died, she remained alone, and if not for those people who discovered her, she would have died years before the time she died. And some people will call her witch, call her that she killed all her children. That nobody would have near her. Many elderly people have died like this. They are not taken care of. We are going to take care of elderly people because they're very important to us. Many villages now, I can't see elderly person again that can tell you the history. They deprive you from school. They also the Bible rappers bring their own come. They say calling them witch. People are avoiding them because of in your area. If there's an elderly woman in your area that's supposed to be taken care of, maybe you have no children to take care of. Only the bitterness in her can make the youth in that area not to prosper. Only the bitterness in her. Because it is time she's supposed to be taken care of. And government is not taking care of her. She don't have nobody who is taking care of her. She'll be nothing one sickness, she die in agony. Even if it's not your mother, not your brother, but your area, that elderly woman or elderly man is there, suffering, nobody take care of her. Only the bitterness in her heart can make the youth in that area not to prosper. So we learn how to go to close our elderly people, take care of them, forgetting anything they're telling you, wish this, that. Those people who planted those institutions, that mindset, are the same people who deprive you history. Because they know when you go close to these elderly people, you get some first-hand history that you don't know. So they did it to you for you to avoid them. That is why many of you don't know nothing at all. And when you're telling them, we that go close to elderly people, we're telling them certain things, they will open mouth. Because you see elderly people, we are afraid of them. So government, we're going to have build place for those who don't have home, we have home. They will have medical attendant every month. And anybody who don't have anybody to take care of her, government will assign somebody to take care of her. Our elderly people will grow old. Our life expectancy will increase as soon as Biafra is restored. Let me not go for my people. What we are going to have in Biafra is 100% opposite Nigeria. And we are going to make sure that our institution will have organic name. Organic name. For example, if they're using politics or to call a politician or political science, we are going to translate what will be in our own language and use that our language in that. When you write it, you write English John as well. So that people were able to imbibe, to know the issue of that thing. So thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, go on.
No, you are here. Go ahead, darling.
Okay. So I appreciate you, like you were talking about the US political leaders will be made less attractive. You understand? Somebody was even saying let their salary be low. Yeah, you won't blame us. We have suffered. You understand? You see just like in that Niger area, all the parliamentaries, they are the people chopping up the whole money of the country in the name of salary. Whilst the money they are collecting as their salary should be able to feed the whole community. So at the end of the day, USB, we are suggesting that we should make the political leaderships in parliament, maybe people working in the parliament or House of Assembly, that we should make it less attractive. You understand? And they should also declare their assets before they enter. They should declare, let's know what they have before they enter, so that when they are now increasing more than they should, we know when they are eating our money. We wanted to say another thing.
Yes, my lady. Yes, in Nigeria, you see somebody who don't even have primary school certificate, college certificate, only know how to speak English. You'll be in the senator, receiving 20 million daily. But a sergeant that is the police will be receiving 50,000 naira. Who does that? The doctor that spent 8 years will be receiving 400,000. Why this senator that don't have school certificate receiving up to 20 million? You can always say this is evil. There's no evil more than this. Nigeria must be destroyed.
Thank you, Onyekachi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think you have hit the hammer on the nail straight away. What we are just we are a kind of brainstorming, to make sure that we bring ideas that will help and guide us in the future as well. Sister Stella, are you You want to say something, or should I hand over to Mr. Snow? Okay, Mr. Snow, it's your turn now.
Good morning, Biafrans. Sister Stella, Kama, Onyekachi, my brother, Eunice, everybody on the space. I can't see everybody on the space, but I greet you all. A lot of people have already said what I wanted to point out, but just to say this because it's been lingering in my heart for a long time. Biafrans, we say that it is Biafra first, right? If it is Biafra first, then everything will center towards the betterment of the people of Biafra. Old, young, no matter how the person is, disabled, whatever kind of person that exists as a Biafran, if we say Biafra first, if we really mean the statement Biafra first, then it is going to be all about Biafra. Why we still talk about, hey, somebody might get into this and want to stay this and do that, is because we are still looking at it from the eyes of the evil that has been done to us existing in the place called Nigeria, right? So now when you come to Biafra as a nation, the people who are going to be in the government of Biafra, I can assure you, I've said this to so many people. A lot of people are not going to want to be politicians serving in Biafran government, because the Biafran government is going to be a true service to the people. It's not going to be all these things that people do. Politics in Biafra land is going to be a service to the people. I don't know who likes to keep walking and walking and walking, you know? So people are not going to want to be in politics as we're seeing it. But all of that aside, let's not worry about what is going to happen with governance, because the law of Biafra will be supreme to everything that you know. The law of Biafra will be, nobody can be above the law in Biafra. It doesn't matter who it is. And this law is going to be the mind, the heart of Biafrans. We have always been people who live by law. In the olden days, like I said, from the first time I started speaking on this space, when you know the history of Igbo people, which in the real sense, Biafrans in its entirety are Igbos. It doesn't matter where you migrated to. It does not matter which line or which region which side of the Biafran area you migrated to. We are all Igbos. I mean, anybody can have a different opinion about this, but that's what I think though, and that's what I know. That's what I have come to know. If we as Igbo people just take a step back into the way our fathers have lived, they have lived by laws made by themselves that guided them without anybody having rift with anybody. So in Biafra, the law of Biafra is going to be supreme. Nobody is going to be above the law. And with that, all that we are going to want is going to come to fruition. If you like, you go and you become a senator. If you do something that is against the law will hold you. I mean, somebody in a county can bring up a case against a senator. It doesn't matter. As long as it has, like Jaja said, if you have substantial evidence to whatever thing you're bringing, it is going to be looked into. It is going to be looked into as long as there is a substantial evidence to it. It's always going to be looked into. My dear sister Stella, I agree with you from when you're saying you would appreciate the government or the prime minister. Onyendu is not a case, because Onyendu is going to be Onyendu for life. Even in death, it's going to be Onyendu. I don't care. But I agree with you, Stella. Yes, 10 years is a good time to set a standard that will be guided by the laws of Biafra. That's what we should all understand. Whatever standard that will be set will be guided by the laws. Because nobody's going to live forever. So if the person is not alive, will everything now fall yakata because the person is no longer there? No. Kama said something. I don't know if it is Kama or somebody. A good leader, what you do is to replicate who you are, the good things that you do. Good citizens emulate the good leadership. You need to be a citizen to emulate a good thing. All these are illegal. You know? So 10 years, I support that. A lot of things that I wanted to say has already been pointed out. I don't want to hold this I don't want to hold the mic for so long so that other people can come in, because this is a very interesting topic. Everybody would like to air their view, because even as Biafrans, we all want our voices to be heard. And our government has given us, our present government in Ezra has given us that room where our opinions are always considered. Makandi was you know, you can take my word and throw me away. Don't, you know. My people, I also want to remind us, Bikonu, Biafra is never going to copy any country. Biafra is not going to be like anybody. We are going to be Biafra. We will copy from other nations the things that they are doing that suits what we deem fit for our nation. Going to take, like the Prime Minister said, there is a video the Prime Minister posted today about Finland and the way they built their bunkers. It's to show you, when we say we are building Biafra, as we're starting afresh to build their structures. It's not just the political system. It includes even the people. The mindset of our people. I am amending the washing and setting. We have to rewash the brains of our people and reset all their pistons and rings so that our people can think Biafra first. We have to get our people to thinking Biafra first. That is why the medical system in Biafra is going to be like top notch. Nobody, nowhere is going to beat the medical system in Biafra. They have rehabilitation systems and all of that. When Biafra comes, once Biafra is declared, you will see that most of our people are actually insane. That is why you'll be telling somebody something, Gabaria or not, the person will be telling you something that doesn't even make sense at all. You know? So in Biafra, it is always going to be Biafra first. No matter who it is, it's either you're placing Biafra before everything that you know, or Biafra will take you out of the way. Those who are thinking about being senators and want to be there forever, I will always support a one-term Senate sitting, 6 years. You're done, you go out. The policies that you are fighting for, the next person will continue with it. A few weeks ago, when the prime minister, when Finland was just conducting their presidential election, you heard the prime minister describe how they transcend in politics. After the election, everybody focuses on building Finland. It doesn't matter the party that you are in. At this point, it is the Finnish interest. And that is exactly what we're going to do in Biafra. You're in the House of Rep, you're in the Senate. After your term, or even before your term, if you get impeached, the next person that comes, because people will get impeached, you know, our people, they have When you bring your mental craze into Biafra government, I can assure you, even Biafran kids will get you out. Kamsi will run you out of that seat. Just with the truth. Because Biafra stands on truth. In Biafra, it is always going to be Biafra first. Do not forget, our BLT is well needed at this point. There is a very, very big chance that Biafra might be declared before November, December. What that means is that we will need as much fund as we can get, so that if this their coup they're planning for next month takes place in Nigeria and Biafra is declared, we will have as much fund before our allies start coming in to decimate everything that is called Nigeria in our way. And I'm saying that to say, Obun, if you have not started paying your taxes, if you have not been talking to people about paying their taxes, start doing it. Do it because audit very, very important. If you have not been putting it an extra shift, extra hour for Biafra, do it because it is Biafra first. It is Biafra before your stomach. It is Biafra before your sleep. It is Biafra before your death. You have to leave Biafra before you die. That alone, my people. That alone, everybody. Stella, I greet you now.
But you didn't tell us how hold on, Mr. Snow, hold on. And so, talking about
I'm here, my
Prime
dear.
Minister's tour in the US. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So, how did you see it? I heard that Biafrans in the US donated a whooping sum of over $50,000. What's your view there?
The person that told you 50,000, maybe the person came when we were maybe one hour to leave.
Over.
Biafrans are no joke, you know. We don't play.
Oh my God.
When it comes to what we need to do, we don't play. And that is just the beginning. What we saw in the United States is the beginning. By the time this our message sinks into everybody, now you will know the value of our $1. You know, when we say this thing, it looks like Onyekachi, my brother. We've been saying this. Just 50,000 youths, Biafran youths, who follow the Prime Minister on Twitter. Just $50 a week. 50,000 of us, $50 a week. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. This is nothing. $50 a week for 50,000 Biafrans following the Prime Minister on space. We are going to do everything. The Biafrans in the United States, they made us all proud. And all those who came around and supported the Biafrans in the United States, I cannot even tell you how happy I am and how blessed I am to have people all over the world. I can brag. I have brothers and sisters all over the world who will come to my rescue if there's any issue, because that is what they showed on Sunday, you know?
Yeah, so we love them and we appreciate them, Mr. Snow. Thank you. We can't hear your voice anymore.
I greet you, my brother. I greet you. No, I have actually, I thought you asked me how the event went. It went very, very well.
Yeah.
It went very, very well. And we thank God for it. Dalo, no?
So we thank God. Oh, Dalo, Minister.
All right.
So we want to appreciate the ministers in the house. We salute. We'll go to David. David Nana, you have the mic, sir.
Okay.
Sister Stella.
Okay.
Sister Stella, is it possible for people that are speaking, because there is about four hands up, if they can make it like 5 minutes, then, you know, if everybody have finished speaking, then we come back again to them. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayama. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, fellow Biafrans on the space today. The lioness herself, Sister Stella, I really appreciate you. Our minister, Otunwamanya, I greet you. Karma is really real. Karma is real. And that is what is dealing with Nigeria right now. Every other Biafran in the space, I love this topic that is being treated today. How I wish we are already in Biafra so that we can form the People's Parliament on space and we'll be giving our government all that we need to see in Biafra. Having said that, it's not late anyway. I am so happy about the discussions that we are having. But before I proceed, I want to first of all say if you have not casted your vote as a Biafran and you are here listening to how Biafran will be, what you would like to be in Biafra, then you are not going to be part of that Biafra that you want to be better for you. So the best thing for you to do is to cast your yes vote. It is ongoing. The statistics have shown that Biafrans are moving with speed. Biafrans are moving with speed. And nobody is going to stop us from imagining our greatest nation. Unfortunately, somebody is just coming now that I want to speak to distract me. But one thing I want to say is that I want a Biafra where there is no political correctness. I will come back. Somebody can pick the mic from here.
All right, thank you,
Okay,
David.
thank you.
Sister Stella, am
Come
I
on, you
coming
want to
out?
say? Okay, to one more. You have the mic, sir.
No, I want. There is just something that came in my mind from what David just said. You know, this voting, it is very important. You tell every Biafran you see, even those that are not following, that are not part of what we're doing. It is very important you say it to their hearing. Let them know that something like this is going on. Then leave the rest with them, whether they agree or not, but you've done the message. Why do I say this? Because mgbe anyị ga-apụta ịgwa ha sị ha mgbe a ga na-apịawa mmadụ azụ ka ị ghara ịsị na ị nụrọ, because ndị Igbo bụ ha na-agba ọsọ mmiri bụkara eji eji ọ bụ ozugbo. Make sure you pass the message to everybody. Let them hear it. Let it get to their hearing first, then leave it. We will handle the rest as soon as Biafra is declared.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Otunwa Mwanya. I greet you. All there. It's like a network has knocked Jaja out. Ugochukwu Biafra. Go ahead.
I think you can just give me 1 minute, okay? I'll be just 2 minutes.
Okay. Stella's network is you know.
No, I can hear you. I
Oh,
can hear
okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we
Go
call
ahead,
on
Stella.
triple M. There's triple M here. Or triple M2. Triple M2. You have the mic, sir. Triple M. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
On my system. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you
Speak
hear
up.
me? I don't know what is wrong with your system. Yeah. Good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Good evening, everyone. I can't even figure out the people on the screen. Don't know. Oh, going by our topic, with what I can see, what would you want to see in the United States of
Yeah,
Biafra?
Sister Stella, I'm not hearing
Voting.
any voice at all.
Triple M is speaking. So
Yeah. Can you hear me? Should I go on?
Are you hearing him?
I'm hearing him.
Oh.
Should I restart?
Maybe Triple M, can you come down and come up? Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, can I use? Okay, I can go now. It's okay.
Okay, we'll go Chupuaya.
Yeah, I salute all of you.
Where is this noise coming from?
I think it's from Triple M. It's a very strange noise. maybe you can mute him. Yeah. Yeah, I salute each and every one of you, and I salute our PM and our leader, Mazin Namdekano, that will definitely come out very soon. And I salute our soldiers. And I salute each and every one of us that have voted home and abroad. I salute you people too, because they are the reason why we are moving forward. And all the donors and those that doesn't have, I also salute you. Also, those that have registered for BLT, I salute you all. When it comes to what would you want to see in Biafra? Of course, every nice thing that life can also give to Biafran people, anything that will make anybody that have our people at heart, that can make our old people to be in the seaside and listen to the bird, anybody that can offer so much jobs, infrastructure that can, make our youth busy, all hands on the decks, anyone that is really out there to give it all for United States of Biafra, to build, to be one of the best in the world, and also respect the rules and regulation that will be tabled down for Biafra. Also, that can also, anything that will definitely give a good life to our people. Someone is on mute. I don't know who is that. So, I also want to. One of the reasons why I pick up the mic. Someone is on. Mic is on. Stella, please. Yeah. One of the reasons why I pick up the mic was it's very, very obvious that some people have decided to bury themselves alive. Somebody this afternoon, gathered. I don't know the kind of solution they are looking for with Mazin and the Kanu name. After Jamboree election, they couldn't find nothing to lay hand. Now they're laying hand. They only Mazin and the Kanu's name, how good he is, how they would have known long time listening to him. But at the end of the day, he sorted one of our sister called Eunice. My anger was, unfortunately, I was somehow thinking that these people are coming back to their senses. Even to that extent, I was even laughing with one of them yesterday. That was my anger, not even because the insult was too much. And at the end of the day, some useless people also joined force to insult one of our sister units. That was so painful. And some vagabond asking, "Do you know who I am? I can trace you where you are." It's very, very annoying. I just have to stop. I was driving, I stopped. I have to just put my head on the steering from some hour, because these people are so annoying, so useless. I don't know how to describe them. When you are looking for solution in our place, right? But you allow some lunatics to insult our own sister, who is one of those who are pioneering, one of those that is making it possible that wherever your mother is there, being safe, they are one of these people that is making it possible. And not even that, all kind of insult on our PM. But I know that our PM don't care. But it's unfortunate that at the end of the day, the only thing that made me breathe well was when he said that you don't know where I have served. These are a bunch of lunatics. When I discovered that, okay, this is a word of a coward, putting up a space, table our sister, and allow some irrefra from other useless ethnic group. Anybody can say that. I don't care. If you like, call me racist or whatever. Join force to insult our sister in that space. But that is by the way. But I think I made the mistake to think that some people have changed. I made the mistake to think that you can bath a pig and he will stay in a clean place without seeing some dirty water. He will not jump in. That is by the way. But the point here is that I just want to use the opportunity to say that anyone that have never, if you have not registered on a BLT, please do so. It doesn't matter how much you take register, even if it is $1 in a day. It doesn't matter. It's very easy. You will not even notice that it's going out of your account. You can see that the world news is already taking up issue of Biafra. The business world news, they are out there. Everything is moving accordingly. It's the effort each and every one of you has put is so amazing, and you just have to put keep, pushing, and nobody knows what's gonna happen in the zoo in the next couple of weeks. Definitely, they're gonna stab themselves in the heart, for what they're about to do. It's a country that is sorry.
But Ugochukwu, this one everybody knows they're about to do coup. Do you think this coup will really? Because coup is what they
Yeah,
do without
it was
anybody
planned. It
knowing.
was
Now
planned
everybody's
before.
knowing about it.
It was
Eh?
planned. It was planned before the inauguration of that lunatic. It was planned. Even when it was planned, our PM also mentioned in one of the Twitter space one day, it was planned. And I had a close friend who was among where everything was arranged. 9 minutes before the inauguration, they say order come from above. That is how they stop it. The order that come from above is the one of the enabler that is in Imo State, who believe that he has brothers in the APC is his own brothers. You understand? And also, even the lunatic that one of them that on the Twitter space there was saying, oh, I can just wonder, I can also jump into P2B's room. But this idiot doesn't know that P2B is just a clique with all these people. The same garbage. There is no difference between, I think even, I don't know who to call. P2B is just a useless murderer. And somebody said, oh, B is somebody that is something, somebody dies in the north. He runs immediately. But how many times have people die in his own village? Even a baby that was shot, did he come there? People don't know how stupid that idiot is. I'm sorry to that guy is the most stupid. And all those people following him are stupid to use our PM to say that he cannot follow our PM. We don't care. Sorry, I don't care, but it pains me to say lunatic coming from the ancestral land of Biafra land. All those things is just like they have political ambition that will never come to fulfillment because they're following the step of who? This Jagaban, all those people who came to say, try to speak from the both sides of their mouth. This same Mazin Namde Kanu they are talking about right now, that if he comes and he will champ all of them that are proclaiming now, Mazin Namde Kanu is the leader of the Biafran people. The same Mazin Namde Kanu, some of them call self-acclaim. You see, this our PM, all of them, they will speak upside down, just exactly as the speakers, as I have said it to them. How I wish you people realize I know that they are not doing this. They are not doing it for to make anything to correct their mistake. It's just that they don't have any topic. The only topic they have now is Mazin Namde Kanu, and they say try to talk shit about our PM. But the question you ask is that it's gonna it's gonna happen. But the only thing is that it's not gonna be a coup. It's just like two different people biting themselves because of the relocation of all those oil well facility. That there are all those their properties in Abuja, and those criminals in the north who tie something in his head, who smell like a gabi, like a onion, they have oil well. And those oil well, where their headquarters of all those things is. And Tulumbu relocating them to his own base is to like, you know what that means for them. And they are very stupid to go and fight for it because the Biafran territory is shutting everything down. So it's just like fighting for something that it's useless because it's not happening anymore. That's why you see them crying up and down, thinking of how to raise Mazin Namde Kanu. Their plan now, right now, to tell you how stupid Nigeria is and one Nigerian people. The stupidness of this people, let me tell you what is their plan. They are thinking in their freaking mind because they don't even know what is going on. And I'm not going to say it openly, but use your tongue, count your teeth. That if Mazin Namde Kanu comes out, he's gonna stop the heat that have hit them to collapse, and they know who the heat is. But for them to believe that this is the man, they think that Mazin Namde Kanu will turn around, but they don't know that what is happening. And let me just leave it there. But that is by the way, because the ignorant is a disease. When you don't read from outside, even if you are not inside the crew, but you can, even if you are not inside the box, but read from that side the box to tell you average mind of a Nigerian, is the worst thing that happened to mankind, and it's the worst thing that happened to us that is reasonable. And having some of us are related to these monkeys. That is the worst part of it. Some of us have related to these vagabonds. If you listen to them, you will. Somebody said Obi is a great man. When somebody heard something happened in the north, he will be there before Jagaban. But the same Obi, you say he's a great man. He's a picture of the greatness, the picture of everything you can ever think of. Some say that he can even disappear to appear in his room where he's relaxing alone. But some people are dying in his villages. Have he gone there to ask? That is the question a moron should ask himself. And some people are saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a nice way, the way he do his agitation, that our PM, our PM cannot lead him. But he never asked himself, how did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu start this agitation before he come to liberation right now? The same way, not different with our PM. What should I say and leave the rest? Because listening to them, you will vomit. But my own word is like, for them to say that they are fighting to use the word, let me use the word they use, Igbo, and bringing Yoruba people to insult our sister, and even saying bring your husband, your boyfriend, let me talk, and this person claimed to be intellectual, claimed to be powerful, claimed to be, just as some of us are just we don't want to raise dust. Because this lunatic, to find him, I swear to God who made me, if I want to find him, he may be listening, but he think he's powerful. Just 2 seconds, a call I will put now, they will fish entire family of his. Just a call from here. But this is not what we are here. But, threatening our sister, inviting strangers to be insulting our sister, it pains me a lot, because I will not even do that. Even as stupid as Ada is, I will not insult her. In that, I will not allow people to put mouth to help me insult Ada, that dishonorable Ada. I will never do that.
The person, is he Hausa? This person, was he speaking Yoruba or Hausa?
These are idiots then call
with the name.
What is his name? Imperfect. This useless moron. I was thinking he has changed. I swear to God, yesterday I was laughing with the moron. I was laughing with him here, thinking that their senses has come back. But my greatest shock
It's
this afternoon.
Takia. I
was laughing with this idiot yesterday. I swear that is my stupid. That is where I was angry personally to myself after when this thing happened. No matter how dishonorable Ada is, I can never allow anybody to insult her.
Ugo, hold on, David, hold on. Ugo, yesterday here, we actually treated Takia and the system of Takia and how it works. You see all these people you see on social media, they are just looking for relevant. That is why they put that topics you see. They strategically put all those topics to attract more people to come to them. And at the end of the day, we go there and then they will upset us. I've always said it, the best thing is if you're going there, you can play on their tune, because we're wise as well, and pass your message and leave them. But if you go there, there is no way, they will not attract somebody that will hit on somebody and you get upset. And that is what they like so much. And that is what they, at the end of the day, say, oh yes, see them. This is them, the way they speak. And if someone else come and play in a low tune, they will now say, oh, if everybody is like you, if everybody speaks like you from that side, so the best thing is for us to, is either you avoid them or you play in their style, you play in their mind, and pass whatever message you want to pass. But Jada said something. You cannot argue with an idiot or a foolish person, because in their mind, they have already said in their mind that they will not allow you to win them in that argument. And what they said, a fool in 40 is a fool forever. These people, some of them are 50 years old, but because you can't see them, they speak like a child. You can't see that some of them are 50, and there is nothing you can do to change this kind of people. That person leading that what's his name, the group, is not married up till now. That guy is nearly 50, but he's not, he has no wife, no child, and all that. When you talk, so he doesn't flow in the same frequency like us here.
They are paid. They are
my
paid
brother.
to
Sorry,
do
my
that.
brother. Even as you said, I don't care how old he is, but if he's of that age, asking, you don't know who I am, all this kind of, that means he's the biggest fool I ever see. Because the fact remains that, one, if he can insult if he can say a word of our PM in that manner, that means he is the most useless because you have never made a research about this particular individual, Simon Ekpanjoko. If he has made a research about him, I swear to God, he will never speak that way. And secondly, he will never speak to our sister Uni because you said Mike to her. She came up. She was not like all those irifrap. You said, why did you write something like that about me? And he just gave her advice. And he said it's a threat. So if he's that age, you said, and he's speaking in that manner, because I was thinking it's like 22 years old boy or 27. But if he's that age and speaking like that, lying down every day, opening a space from morning to night, for no reason, just to come to, to work a job of takia, that means he's just a irifraf, to be honest.
Please, I want to remind you what he said about our prime minister. That space. One of the reasons why he's attacking our prime minister, the way they are attacking him, was that he said that our prime minister said that when Biafra comes, that most of them who are opposing the way Biafran struggle is being led at this particular time, that most of them will not enter Biafra. That is basically why he doesn't want to hear anything about Simon Ekpa or the Biafra.
You are right. That is true. He's scared for his action and inaction. But as a fool, he don't know that right now, as we are talking right now, he can correct that wrong now. That is the foolishness of average Nigerian.
That's the foolishness of.
Yeah, if it is me right now, I can correct that wrong by embrace what come in and give your own part right now. But average Nigeria always stand on the wrong side. You understand? He stands on the wrong side.
You forgot that he said he was born in Yoruba. Do you think anybody that was born and was brought up in Yoruba on Hausa land, we have the same mindset like you? It is not possible. He was born in Yoruba and brought up in the north. So why do you now think he will reason the same way that you are reasoning? So I don't blame them. Most of them.
Sorry, that is by the way. We just continue our topic, my dear brother. And there's something I want to just 1 second before David or Triple M take the mic. Please, one of our brother. Sorry, I have to say this. One of our brother made a complaint here, and we should not ignore it. Our brother Muche, please, if he made a complaint, but I don't want to proceed on that. But please, my brother, if you are here, pick up a mic and come up. When a Biafran make a complaint, please do not ignore that complaint. That is what we are treating for. We have to start it now. He's a Biafran and a real son of Biafra. Please, if you are here, pick up a mic and come up, please, my dear brother. And do not, nobody, I don't think there's any gangster here or anything. And where is our brother? Is it Onyekachi or
Amuche is not here.
Amuche? Yeah, I mean the other brother that speak when he spoke. Please do not shun a Biafra when he gave a complaint. Just find a way to talk to him in a very beautiful way. These are broken heart people. You don't know how they feel all over the world. They are suffering. We are suffering. I am suffering. Every one of us are suffering. They are angry. It's not easy for. So when they make a complaint through their heart, please bring them close and hit them on the chest and on the back and speak to them and bring them up. Please, if you're here, bro, come up. I beg in the name of God. Thank you.
Yeah, please, can I complete my...
Brother David, just hold on a minute. You see, the issue of our brother Amuche, we just ignored what Amuche said for a reason, because he has never made that such comment before. I think when we come here, we should also be mature. If you're on mic and you don't raise your hand, it means that you are not ready to speak. If someone raises his hand, it means that the person is ready to speak. So the person gets the mic, and we're trying to do it according to the person that raised hand first. So for him to not to raise his hand and jump and said, "I've been here," and you didn't give me a mic, and you're giving it to gang, whatever. I don't want to, I don't think it's right, and we don't want to go there anyway. Thank you, David. Go ahead, and after you, Triple M.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Yes, that's submission of was very...
David, your mic is not clear. Can you come out and come in again so we can bring you in and let's see if it will be clearer. It's not clear at all. It's breaking, making noise too. David, you know, I didn't want to discuss on Amauche because I have understood his modus operandi. You understand? That was why. Did you hear me speak? And if you had heard me sometime, I have called him Ochoku. You know. So what he does, let me tell you guys. Well, you know, okay, na the more observant most of the time, you know. Uche has this system whereby he's not yet ready to speak, but he will pick up the mic and then occupy that space there. You call Uche, Uche, you have the mic. Uche, you have the mic. Then towards the ending of the space, he comes up. You know, he has done it once, twice. You know, I became used to it. That was why when he now started shout, but it's not good because this is a world space. When you're harassing me like that, it's not good, Uche. You understand? So it's when you were shouting, I didn't say even Kamba now picked it for me, and I was happy because if you're targeting to embarrass me, it's not good. It's not fair on you. So the thing is, when you pick up mic, it then means you want to speak. And when you don't pick up mic, it then means you're not ready to speak. So also sometimes you can pick up mic and you will have sudden distraction. That one is understandable. That you pick up mic 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're on mic, you're not raising up your hand, you're not speaking, you will be called, you won't even answer at all. I will shout and shout, you know. So sometimes I will just, you know, call you once, call you twice, I will relax. So expecting you now to raise up your hand when you're busy. But the fact is, when you're not ready to speak, is it not better we come out of the phone, out of the mic entirely, so that the ones that are busy or ready to speak will speak? Anyway, that's my own suggestion. But, you know, let him not harass me. It's not fair now. I'm a woman.
Can I go ahead now?
You know, who's speaking?
David.
Yeah, David. Yeah.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Stella. And thank you so much. Yeah, I want to still continue from where I stopped. I said, just like what the topic says, what would you want to see in the United States of Biafra, the land of the rising sun, the blessed land of Chukwu Okike Abiama? You see, our leader said that Biafra is going to be the beacon of hope for the world, not even only Africa, for the world, because the democracy that the world, you know, is the word that gave that name, democracy. The Demo Biafra that was practiced in Biafra land, the democracy we see today all over the world started in Biafra land. So in Biafra, I would like to see a Demo Biafra, the modern type of I don't to call it democracy. We are not crazy anyway. Demo Biafra. I want to see a modern of this kind of government where there is no political correctness, because this political correctness have killed and have destroyed a lot of things in many countries, because they want to say what the people want to hear and not the real thing that's supposed to be said to the people. I also want to see a Biafra. I want a Biafra where justice is never delayed at all. I am looking at a situation whereby in Biafra, the courts in Biafra must have a duration for cases to be concluded and judgment passed. Because even in the United States of America, I think there are some cases that have not been concluded, even up to a month, in 2 months, in 3 months. And in such cases, assuming that it's a case that needs expediency, where the accused or the innocent is expected justice, and if justice is not, if justice is, the oppressor or the culprit or the guilty may use an opportunity to assassinate the person that he has a case against. So I want a Biafra where justice is never delayed at all, where there will be a duration for cases to last, so that the person that is found guilty can have his judgment and as well serve his prison sentence, as the case may be. I also want to see a Biafra where everybody is somebody, not having a set of people being responsible from certain opportunities, while the rest of the population, although I know that it's not going to be like that, but I'm just giving the kind of Biafra that I want, where everybody is somebody. I also want a Biafra where there is no immunity for any political office holder. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you are a House of Rep, whether you're president, whether you are a police officer, whether you are anything at all that you are in Biafra, and you are the service of the Biafran people. You should be able to face the law at any given time if you are found wanting. I also want a Biafra where everything works for everybody, where everybody is in charge of his or her own natural or anything that is beneficial to certain people will be beneficial to everybody. I also want a Biafra where nobody is Igbo, nobody is Ibibio.
No, hold on now, hold on. I know, hold on, you are running. No, can you go back? The last thing you said before this new one you're starting.
I said I need a Biafra where there is no immunity for any political office holder. It doesn't matter whether you are...
After that one.
I say where everything works for everybody.
What do you mean? Can you expatiate?
Okay.
Elaborate.
Okay. What I mean is that I want a Biafra where everybody will have the same equal opportunity with whoever, either he's the president, I'll still have that same opportunity to go to wherever the president can go, or wherever the prime minister or whoever is in charge or whoever is a political leader at that particular time. So that what works for him will also work for me. Not giving a preferential as in, oh, these are our past leaders, these are what they are deriving, like in the zoo. We see that political office holders or the president, there are some kind of things that are ascribed to them, even till eternity, till they die. So irrespective of the fact, I can only give an exception to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Simon Ekpa. But every other thing will work for everybody. Every other thing that can be, that is any Biafran can benefit, irrespective of either a head of state or whatever, will be benefited by every other Biafran.
Do you mean like, when they tell you you are the this word they normally throw on the kids in that Nigeria, they will tell you are the future of tomorrow, that do you mean you can get to any position in life, no matter with your merit, you can get to even the presidency in Biafra. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's what I mean. Where everybody can ascribe, irrespective, education is not leadership or rulership is not about education. Some have that inbuilt leadership charisma, while some attend it through education. What I am saying is that in some cases in Nigeria, they say, oh, your portfolio, you attend to such portfolio, either you have BSc or you have educational qualification, whereas somebody that do not have that same educational qualification may have that leadership charisma, can be able to say things and do things even better than that person who had that academic qualification. That's what I mean by that.
Okay, but in some few minutes ago, somebody was saying that we, the people in the parliament or in the in the public service, all of them should at least have a political education, sir. that it should be compulsory for them so that they should be able to know. What do you think on that note of what
If
you're
you say
saying?
if you say everybody in political office to have a political education, that means some people will be restricted who don't have political education to lead, because unless there are certain positions that define that political position, because in your county, for instance, most people who are in counties may not have that having that way to go to higher institutions to acquire political education. But in their own locality, because of the knowledge they have, they can as well use it to govern their own county better than those who are politically inclined in the hierarchy of government. I don't know whether you get what I mean.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I also want a Biafra where religion is not pronounced in our government, in governmental activities. What I mean, when somebody comes into political office, it is not be as if, oh, this is, we continue to mention this is a Christian, always talk about his religion because he's a Christian and all the rest of it. I want a Biafran where everything about religion is silent. It is silent. Just like everybody is free to worship his own God, yes. But when it comes to the leadership, to the government.
Hold on, David, because if people, are you keeping quiet? Won't you respond to David? David, hold on. Wait. Hello, let's do it this way. So you mean in our government, maybe now somebody will be sworn in if the person is a Christian? No, I'm just giving you the smallest example. And the person should, and maybe the person I say I'm a Christian. You won't they give the person the Bible to swear with? You mean we should just stop everything that has to do with religion? David, you're too afraid of this issue of religion.
No, wait, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, you can be sworn in with what you believe on, right? But not in a situation whereby every Easter you carry a congregation and say the president is worshiping in Anglican church, or the president is worshiping in this, in that.
What is bad? What is bad there, David? After all, if the president is only a Omenana, would the president go to the Omenana side? In fact, some people say for Christian at the same time Omenana. So
unless
Sister Stella, I will allow after triple M. I will answer David that what he said.
So you better begin to answer now, please, because before you know it, David will bring another topic.
Yes.
David, can I just chip in something?
Okay. You can say what you want to say. Yeah.
Can let me just chip in something. I was listening to this man of God, and what he said is exactly true. And if we replicate such a thing in Biafra land, you see that all this mago paku people do, show off and all that, all this thing will die because nobody will be looking at you. You will become humble by force. He said that the problem with Nigeria is because the devil actually live in Nigeria. And he mentioned the devil. He said the devil is the bad road. The devil is a bad, no good hospital. There is no good education. These are the devil, the living devil that people see. So they pray every day. When they want to go out, they pray. If somebody need to go to hospital, the person will pray. But when you come to Europe, automatically 70% of those prayer points will die automatically because those things are there. So you stop praying in that manner anymore. Even going to a church every day because you are afraid of something, everything will die up. You would be doing things in moderate. You cannot be overdoing stuff anymore. And those people that are just duping people will not have the opportunity to dupe people to collect their money anymore. Everything will be in normal. You worship God with your heart when you want to go and worship God, and nobody will force you or nobody will just put fear inside of you using hell or heaven as a, you know, as a medium, you know, to put fear inside of you. Because if we have everything we're talking about in Biafra, there will be no need for all these things. If you see anybody that is a Christian or that is a good worshiper, know that the person is doing it from his heart, not under compulsion or because of fear, you know. So that's what I want to just chip in there.
Yes, that's what I
So I
mean.
wanted to ask you, Kama.
That's what I mean. Sister
Sorry,
Stella.
Stella, what did you say?
Sister Stella.
Sir.
That's what I mean when I
Sir.
say I don't want religion to be pronounced in Biafra, because if religion is pronounced, it's just like we will still continue to have this ayakata kata kata kata. Receive it. You understand? Because the president is from my church.
Okay,
you see, they will be promoting that church.
David, hold on, David, because this is a serious point you just brought. We can't leave it go like that. Hold on. So, Kama. So does it mean that
yes,
when a president now is a Christian, so David is not trying to tell us that maybe the president is hard to find, but you see some presidents are Christians and they're serious also. So you mean that one will not have a president that is a Christian, and then now maybe because he doesn't have so much time, and maybe inside the White House or inside the Biafran big house, we have also a chapel there, and then there will be a pastor that frequents the chapel, and David, and then maybe a day they will now organize to pray for our president, and David saying he doesn't want that he doesn't want that religion being pronounced, or maybe the pastors coming to pray for the president. When the president invites his pastor to pray for him, is it a crime? Is it bad? Would it spoil any system of the government somehow? Will it affect it?
Sister Stella, you are getting me wrong. What I said, I don't want a pronounced religion. We are a president. If you are the president of Biafra, you can go to when something of Omenana come, you are part of it. When something of Christianity come, you are part of it. When something of Judaism come, you are part of it. That is what I mean. I don't want a pronounced, as in when Trump was in the White House. How many times did you hear them doing all this kind of going to church and all the rest of it? When Christmas comes,
they went to church so many times.
No, when Christmas comes, Trump will wish Christians happy Christmas. When the traditional, when they have anything to do, then our president can be able to extend that hand to them. When it is for Judaism, he can do that. Not being a pronounced president, I'm a Christian, therefore every other thing that concerns Judaism or tradition is not part of it. You understand? That is the kind of thing I don't want in Biafra. Okay? I don't know, I may be right or I may be wrong, but this is my own, what I feel.
Hold on, because if you watch, because of what you said, the hands are coming up for you. So we have to hold on. We have to digest this one you just said. Because you see, if the president is a Christian, because the president can also be Onyo Menana. You understand?
Yes.
And if the president is Onyo Menana, and most of the time he's talking about his Omenana thing, there's no way, you see, because this thing is inside DNA. It's just like one of our sisters here, Patricia. She will not make any sentence, or it's not just possible for her. She will not make any sentence without telling you, the word of God said, and the word of God said, and tomorrow when she wants to say, have a feast, and she will invite her church member to pray, on her head, and you will say it's too much. I don't think so. The thing is, like you rightly said, when the Indo-Menana is doing something, don't ban them. When the Judaism people are doing something, don't ban them. You, as a Christian president, when Christians are doing something, support them also. Is what you're saying, right? It's okay.
Yes, I don't want a pronounced one that, this is because the president is a Christian, therefore Omenana and Judaism will relegate to the background until another Judaism president comes up.
Whom we don't want is Islam. We have said it's Islam that we don't want, because they chop off heads. But the three religion is allowed. So if the president is the only Omenana and the vice president is a Christian, they can flow together, no? And if they want to do, and the Christian vice president want his pastor to pray over him in fact, the White House should have a chapel. And if Ndomenana want to also have their chapel, I don't know what they will call it. Okay. And if also the Judaism people want to have their synagogue in the White House of Biafra, okay. All we know is that people should be free to worship whichever God they want to worship.
Don't you think that will make room for don't you think that will make room for if the president or if Christian president is president for 5 years, the next time there will be some commotion somehow and this, after all, who ruled us formally is a Christian president. Let us go for Judaism or Onyomenan. You see all those kind of things. Because when you pronounce one religion against the other.
David, when you're speaking, let's liaise. Do you mean that Christians are problematic? That no, it's not right now. It's not true.
Sister Stella, let me make this point. If we believe that both Christianity, Judaism, and the traditional worshippers are worshiping one God, why should we have three different chapels in one place? We should have one. For example, in government house, we should just have only one chapel, and that one chapel will be a place of worship. A Christian can go in there and worship.
On a Sunday?
Not on a Sunday, or necessarily on a Sunday. You know, it might be on, because Judaism.
Because they have their days also. Christians go to church on Sunday. The Judaism on Saturday.
On Saturday, then the other, the traditional one, they don't have a time. They can go in any time. And mind you that majority of the so-called traditionals also believe in Judaism and Christianity as well, but their own style of worship is different. Because I use villages as example. Every villager is a traditional worshipper, but not that they are dibia in terms of they go to all this, because the traditional worshiping style is just doing the thing that ordinary, right. Like there are some things that are within the set that they do, not necessarily that they worship idol, So for example, in airports, they don't build most of the airports that I've been to, they don't build a religious this thing. We only have a worship center. A Muslim person can go in there and pray. A Christian can also go in there and pray. And when you come in, a Muslim with his mat one side, or he's staying with his wrapper on the other side. Somebody, a Christian, on the other side. Orthodox on the other side. Nobody cares who you are, whether you're a Muslim or nothing. They just go in there and
forget to go to the Muslim. Don't use Muslim for example.
I'm talking about what is happening in airports. I'm talking about airport now. But in our own, if we believe is in one God that we're worshiping, if we must build a temple in a government house, it should be one, not two, not three. It should be just one.
You're right.
Our leader said we'll build a temple in Arochukwu. Why government house? That is why I say if you build any church in government house, you must build a synagogue. And if you build a synagogue, you can work a shrine in a government house. That is why I don't want religion to be pronounced.
That's why he said, when he said pronounced, we are God's people. You don't understand. You remove God, Biafra is done.
No, it's not removing God, Sister Stella. Our leader said we are going to build.
Hold on. He said pronounce, because when you are using this word pronounce. Listen, we are gods ourselves. We are pronounced ourselves. We are God people. So at the end of the day, what Kama is saying, I think I prefer it to your own. The thing is this. Let's have a prayer.
Okay, let me change that to pronounce to amplified.
Okay. Let's call it a prayer place. You understand? Like we said, on Sunday, the Christians will go inside there in the White House and do their prayers. You know, on the Saturday, the synagogue people will go inside the same building and do their prayers.
Exactly.
On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of they will choose their own day and go inside there and do their prayers. And we are good. Any religion out of these three is the same God, though, except you maybe then it becomes another God entirely. The same thing with Indomena, the same thing within the synagogue, the same thing with Christianity. You understand? So at the end of the day, whoever, if the president is a Christian, it then means on Sunday he will be heading to the chapel. If the vice president is a Judaism person, then on a Saturday he will be heading to the same chapel. So, and we are good to go. So, and if Christians are speaking and say, you know what, in the good book or in the Bible, that this is, when you want to speak, you, the Judaism person, it's still the same book. Okay, you call. It's the same
Can I
book.
conclude?
Okay. Yeah, you can, sir.
Okay, I can rest. Okay, thank you. So this is exactly what I want, because what me particularly, I don't want a singular amplified religion when Biafra comes. Just like our minister, I think Kama is really simplified here. Why we have one central temple where everybody will worship. Everybody will worship, since it's the same God. We shouldn't have separate worship centers for the same three religions that we believe that we have the same God. Okay, having said that, many people may disagree, but this is practically what I want in a Biafra. And I want in a Biafra where competence is very, very important in Biafra, because most of the things that is making Jizu what it is today is incompetence. They have not been able to recognize that when you use your best for whatever you want to do, your best will give you your best. It's just like when you go to school, some people come with a grade A, where the people that have F9 will now be the Minister of Information, or be the Attorney General of the Federation, or be the Chief Judge of the Federation. You know, that is what actually have killed many nations, especially in Africa. We know that Biafra is not going to be like that, but in as much as Biafra have been in Nigeria for a very long time, and because of the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria, most of Biafrans have equally been inculcated, or they have had that same mindset. Oh, all these things we are talking about Biafra. When Biafra comes now, is it not the same people that are in Nigeria that will be the leaders, that will be the governors of the same Biafra? So because of that mindset, some people may think that when Biafra comes now, then they have a group or a clique whereby, oh, as far as your brother is somehow somebody, then we have an opportunity of taking you into a place that you are not competent enough, but because he's there, you will now go and represent a certain group of people. So in Biafra, I know the ministers are here. I believe that laws, when I mean laws, will be written for every Biafran to know, irrespective of either by our languages, because laws should not only be written by English language, which will be the central language anyway, or even just like our leader said that we are going to use our dialects to make laws for our counties, our states, and all the rest of them. But all those laws should be amplified for people to understand that this is actually what Biafra should be, and that anybody that wants to be a leader in Biafra should follow these rules and regulations, that once this is not done, that once you did not do this, you are going to face the penalty or the consequences of your action. So for Biafra to be a beacon of hope for every African nation, or even the world at large, things must be done in their proper order. And those things being done in their proper order have to start now, that you and I are on space and enumerating all those things, because I believe that everybody in this space, or every Biafran, knows what he or she wants from their government. And if we air our views, just like we are making, I believe some ministers here will be able to take some points home, so that when they are making policies, when they are making constitutions that will govern our nation, that will govern our Biafra, that will govern our counties or our states, those laws can come into place, so that people who are coming into governance can be able to study and know their do's and don'ts, and know their capacity and their capabilities before they can take up the responsibility of being leaders of such counties or such country or Biafra. So this is my own personal view of what I want Biafra to be. And I want a Biafra where every freedom fighter that have fought for this Biafra, the genuine ones, be it in America, in Asia, in England, in UK, anywhere you are, I want a Biafra whereby there will be a day of coming together for Sister Stella, Kama Israel, Jaja Godson, Nonso, everybody, Christopher, Ugochukwu, to come together and see ourselves if it is in a yearly basis, so that when we transit to the other side, we can have an opportunity of eulogizing such person when he was alive and say, oh, this is what he was, part and parcel of those who fought for this Biafra, and he has transited to the world beyond. Then we can be able to inculcate this habit into our people, so that they know that for those who fought for this freedom to come, there must be a kind of national recognition for them on a yearly basis, including those who have died before us. So this is my humble submission. Thank you. Did anybody hear me? Okay.
Yes. I was writing something. So in short, you said in USB, should I say it this way? Correct me if I'm wrong. USB, jobs and offices in the government must be on merit and competency. Is it okay like that? David, is it okay?
He said, sorry.
I said,
yes.
should I say that in USB, jobs and offices in the government must be purely on merit and your competency, how competent you are? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
There are jobs that that require special qualification, right? There are jobs that require special qualification. I believe those jobs will be done on merit. But something like in counties where somebody is not qualified, where somebody doesn't have a basic education, but he has the technical know-how or have to govern his own county, I don't think such laws will be brought into counties where people know themselves. You say?
Okay, but also have technical schools, because technical schools also matters too. In USB, who will have technical schools?
Yes, I agree. I agree with you. 100%.
Okay, because at least whoever that work in the country should be able to write people's name down, no? You understand? So, and then you also said in a day in USB there will be a coming together for the freedom fighters. Is it okay like that?
Yes, I suggest a day in a year, depending on how the government look at it, where every genuine freedom fighter, because we know that most people, there are a lot of people outside that are antagonistic to this struggle. I hope you people understand. And I know you, as Sister Stella, where you are, you have some people that are not really part of what we are doing. But do you know that when Biafra comes, assuming you don't know anything about them, everybody will affirm, oh, I am part of this, I am part of this. But when such is done, subsequently, people will know the importance of fighting for their people. When they know that people who fought for Biafra to come are being recognized, are being idolized for once in a year, people will be able to put the nation's interests first before their own personal interests. So these are my reasons for a better United States.
Of remembrance of our veterans.
Veterans.
For the remembrance of our veterans. Are they not the same? I think they're not too much the same. Is it the same?
They're not. I don't think they're so much the same. The veterans have been there before us, right? They have their own day, and I believe their day are sacred. We can't change that. Although the government can now decide what name they will give to this group of people who at this present time, like you and other people who are fighting for this restoration. They know the better name they should term them. But veterans are there, the heroes and heroines, they are also there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Can we go to Triple M? Sir, you have the mic, sir.
Okay, my good people. Biafra so glad that we have Simon. We have Simon. We have Simon. Biafra so glad that we have Simon. We have Simon Iba. Biafra so glad that we have Simon. We have Simon. We have Simon. Biafra so glad that we have Simon. We have Simon Iba. Greetings, my fellow Biafrans. Greetings, lovers of freedom. Greetings, the good people of Biafran. And also greetings, the haters of freedom. Yeah, I greet each and every one of us once again. Sister Stella, I really appreciate for the time gesture. It has not been easy. I know that is what is a division of labor. And our generation have never left behind. And we can never relent. I say when you are cooking and you put salt into the soup, unfortunately the previous one you put is not complete, is not okay, not tasty. You can still put another, but if you feel that you have already put previously, you have it at the back of your mind that the previous one is invalid because you can't hear the taste of salt in it. Kama Israel, Ronnie, David, you just shake the table this evening. Mr. Snow, and other people in the house, I greet us once again. Our topic, like I said before, what we do want to say in the Biafra, in the United States of Biafra, and also our e-voting is very, very important. I believe the Biafrans are we are really responding on the area of voting. As we are voting, let us not forget our liberation task and our commitment in terms of fundraising, because all these things we are hearing, all these things we are seeing today is all about money. Then that's why they say better soup na money kidam. So going to our this evening, I wouldn't want to go deep into that because the government we have already, the government we have at hand, they know it all. God Almighty bestowed a good knowledge into each and every one of them, and they are doing a great job. More especially our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister is very exceptional. Honestly, anybody castigating him or saying all manner of things, that means, in the zoo, they lack history. They really lack history. Anybody talking down on our Prime Minister, that person is a very big moro. If you really want to know somebody and you see someone, maybe he has been on the spot and you don't believe in him, the record is there. Go online, search for him. You will see the person you are talking down on, the record he has been keeping so far. So sitting on in your comfort zone, talk down on him, say a number of things about him. You are just saying maybe it's just a propaganda because you are trying to talk him down. The person you are trying to talk down is even 10,000 miles ahead of you. So that's it. In Biafra, we are talking about, so many things that led the downfall of the zoo. It's not just one thing. There are many things. There are many things that led the downfall of the zoo. and which we know that this is the plan of the so-called Britain that created it. They never created it to work. They never created it to work. So whatever thing we are seeing there today is the handwork of the colonists, because that has been their plan to enable them achieve whatever thing they want to achieve in that country. You know, they say when two brothers are fighting, an outsider will inherit their father's property. Now, when we talk about Christianity and other just of them, the reason why Christian church in particular excel in the zoo is one, lack of job. Two, no infrastructure, and so on. You know, for the fact, who is this running that always thumb down? If you're not comfortable in this room, please, you kindly leave
But
us.
I'm not comfortable with that. If you don't know anything about Christianity, don't say it, please. Thank you.
You have been thumping down all this while when we are talking.
Yes, yes. When you talk the one that is not right, I will thumb down. That's why they call it democracy, all right?
No,
So I
are
shouldn't
not
agree
here.
with
Listen,
everything
calm
you said,
down.
all right? So thank you.
This is my time. This is my time. You don't have to interrupt me, please.
I
have
just
been
thumped
here. I
down and
kept
you were
silent.
not comfortable with it. That's why I came up. So you are the one, not me.
The reason why the so-called church, in fact, when we talk of Christianity in the zoo, what they are, the 95% of those saying they are Christianity, they are there for just a business. Because I could remember.
Hey, hold on, hold on. Triple M, hold on now. We have decided that when you come here, if you're a traditional man, praise your own traditional system, religion. If you're a Christian, if you must talk good about your, you understand? If you're hold on, if you're what do you call it, a Judaism person, when you pick up the mic, praise your Judaism. That's no problem. But don't come and outright and begin to talk bad about, even when you yourself is a Christian. You just come out outright and begin to shun them, and you're not even using the. It's not right now. It's not right now. You create fight between your brother. It's not good. You understand? We know we have fake factors. The same way we have fake Ndomenana. We also have the fake senators.
I am
But
still
you don't come
talking.
here and begin to
I am
say,
still talking.
please, I just step out.
All
I
right.
just stepped out
No
and I
problem. No
heard you
problem.
guys talking.
You
I
you
now
don't.
entered.
Yeah.
Please.
You don't. I am still
And I
coming.
didn't hear also all the things you
I'm
said
driving
anyway.
I'm driving from somewhere. I'm a Christian. Yes. I'm driving from somewhere. Now, what I'm about saying is this: when I talk of 95% of those, in fact, I will not say, because Christian is a good organization, but 95% of people practicing it in Nigeria, they use it as a business. So I know when I say this, I know what I'm saying. When Biafra comes, you will see, we don't even really need to sanction anybody. When you have your job, you have your work, everything will be limited. Now, why am I saying this? There is something that happened in Lagos Ibadan Expressway. There is a particular spot that have dangerous pothole and bridge ahead of it. Accidents always happen there often and then. It is the duty of the government to fix the road and do the needful over there. You know what happened? A particular church gathered their members. They went there and said they are praying and casting the spirit of accident in that place, knowing fully well that the potholes there are what the problem is. You see them, they are
Let me laugh.
I have that
Oh,
video.
Jesus.
It just left my phone. They have cane. You see some having machete, hitting the ground, praying, kabashing. So, and when Biafra comes, everybody will be busy. That is when the real people practicing Christianity will come out. You know, the reason why I say 95% of those practicing it. I have a friend of mine, because I talk with experience. A friend of mine, someone, one of his spiritual father, the guy is in abroad. He chatted him, say, "How are you?" The guy said, "Fine, but things are, a kind of hard now. Just that things are hard. Things are hard." The guy, the spiritual brother told him, "Okay, there is something I would like to do for you now. There is something I would like to do for you now. You need to do a prayer. There is a prayer, and they will do this. Invite you to invite this." No, the guy told him, "Please, it's not the I have prayed, and God has been faithful to me. The people are meeting. They are really helping me on that particular this thing. It's just a matter of time. This is abroad. It's not Nigeria where you can manipulate anything. It's a due process, and everything work by time. It work by the date they give you. So for now, there is nothing you need to do again. You have already done everything. God is in control, because any office you knock hand, door opens for you peacefully. It's just for them to process whatever thing they need to process for you, and then you get what you want." The guy said, "Okay, no problem. Since it's that way, now no problem. I will be praying for you actually." So that was when the guy came down and told him, so there's something.
Okay, hold on, Triple M. So,
I'll just
what
give you
exactly do
instances.
you want to see concerning the church? Because we are not getting it. Hold on. So, what do you want?
I said in that particular area, I never said that the church will be sanctioned. No.
No, I
But
said
I
in
am
USB. Don't worry, I'm not
telling us now.
crucifying you. You're a brother. What I'm saying in USB, what do you want the church to look like? Since you're
What I want church to look like is for church to know the reason why they are there. It's not there for extortion. It's just there to preach and tell people to love one another and do the right thing. Even it is the duty of the church, when the government fails, they speak out. They come in the spot and say, "Well, Mr. President, you are not doing it right. This is what you're supposed to do to your citizen. This is what you're not supposed to do to your citizen." It is the duty of the church.
You're right. So what we need now is to, you see all those fake pastors,
Yeah.
What we do is to, put hand there, remove them out of that church.
No.
And put somebody that is more serious there.
No.
That will teach the word of God. That will make the children of God grow. Is what you want to see, yeah? Right?
No. Listen. You see, you don't need to, you don't need to push anybody. You don't need to instruct anybody. But when Biafra come and every system is working as it is in international community, and you see jobs everywhere, the so-called fake pastors in their church, when they come to church the other day, their members are not, they are not turning up the way they should be. They come the next day, nobody will tell them to shut down the church and rush to and look for work. Are you getting me? In fact, you will not even force them to close down. They will just gingerly, wildly, and shut down. When you go to your place of work, you see your pastor. You are hustling. Your pastor is hustling. Then time for you to come and rest. Your pastor will not even have the strength to go to church if he or she is not real man of God. He can't even go there to start shouting, because what gives them courage to do that is because they have members are contributing money for them. So do that, but they don't want to do the right thing. So that is by the way. I want a Biafra that will work for everybody. Here in abroad, nobody knows the rich man, nobody knows the poor man. Transportation system, everything is available. Job is available. Okay, look at electricity. In Nigeria, the so-called zone, Nigeria, electricity is a prayer point. It's a prayer point in Nigeria.
My brother, please hold it there. I want to say something here, because you just reminded me something. Sister Stella, do you remember there is one church in Benin? They were not having light in their church, and so one day the pastor carried the whole members go meet transformer. And they were praying for the transformer for light to come.
Our brothers and sisters, they are suffering. They're suffering so much. My brother, it's not even
You see
anymore
them
that.
hitting head for grand, leg for grand, leg for
Oh,
transformer. Let
oh
there be
my
light.
God.
Let there be light. Never. Oh, the demon that are holding this light. The demon, I kill you. You can imagine that kind of thing. I believe when Biafra come, when you have light, which pastor will go and pray in the electric pole? I'll be praying for.
Oh my God.
You see the area I'm coming. So I am not against of Christianity. I'm a Christian and I practice it. I was born and brought up in Christian family and I believe in God Almighty. But our people back home, they see it as a as a business. Now, based on what my brother just said, my brother David, I also encounter someone that have a low fuel in his fuel car, in his car. Then he on the ignition, show the fuel gauge. It is very low. He was praying for the fuel in the car to take him all over places he wished to be without even dropping.
Well, on this note, let me give you my own testimony. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, so that we don't make the work of God of less importance.
You don't believe in miracle and you are a Christian. Wow.
Hold on. I will tell you guys my own personal experience.
That shall not tempt your God.
Hold on, triple. Hold on. Let me give you my testimony. One day I went to somewhere, and I'm telling you, my money was finished. So I didn't even have money anymore in my, to buy. If it has not happened to you, it has happened to me now. So I'm telling you now what happened to me. So my money was finished. Listen now, this is a testimony and it's a miracle. You understand? So, and I looked at my fuel gauge, honestly, and my kind of car is whenever I enter that red, bagam, it will stop you, bam, anywhere you are, you're finished. I saw this thing. It was just on red. It was on red. I started praying. I didn't even have a choice because here is where you'll be having problem. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You understand? And maybe you will not come, or if you don't call the people that are responsible to, maybe to tow your car, or you're finished. It's not like somebody will stop and tell you, what's wrong? No. This is my area. It doesn't happen that way. In fact, everybody's a suspect here, so you're on your own. I started blasting prayers, though. I'm telling you, it was a miracle because where I was in red, for it to be able to carry me to my house, it's only miracle that did it, and it was only God that did it, my dear. Miracle still happens. Forget people that make nonsense of work of God or that one self. I call you this one you're talking about. I call it temptation. You understand? You are going to you are somewhere you knew very well that this thing won't be enough for you. That one is you are trying God to know what He can do. That is what it's like. You understand?
Yes.
If come to real situation of help, your helping God will come down and He will help you.
Yeah, of course. Okay, my dear sister, you just hit the nail, the hammer on the head of nail. There are some things you do, you tempt your God, and it is also written that shall not tempt your God. I believe in miracle, and I'm a witness of it. I'm a candidate of miracle in all ramification. So while we are pointing out all these things, there are things our people do back there in the zoo. They try to mock God or tempt God. So the back to my request. The USB I want is USB that when everything is working, you see in abroad, if you have car, if you don't have car, all you need to do, you will also, if you're going for your work, you will meet up with your time. So far, you come out on time. There is a better transport system, better work. You see electricity, you see gas. Now, just here in abroad, you cannot see you can't see anybody carrying cylinder. I'm going to a gas station to fill up my gas, but it is 100% in our country. You cannot see anybody carrying can. You say you want to go to fuel station to buy fuel. You can't see it in abroad. All those things is what I want to work. Let everything work. Let this a system that works for everybody. We don't. There is nothing like it. This is the higher class. This is the low class. This is the middle class. We don't want it. Let everything work. All hands be on desk. In terms of appointment, I believe our Biafran Republic government in SI members, they really know what they are doing. And our Prime Minister in question, who is Arrowhead, he never appoints someone that maybe it is because it's my person. He don't do that. That is what kills Zoo today. Zoo that is dying is one of those things that kills Zoo. They don't appoint with merit. All they want, this is my person, this is my town person, and you have to be there. Put him there. You see professors in Biafra land. A professor will be, assisting an aboki that just have a O level, if they even have, answering aboki sir. So it's the system that works. That is what we want, and we believe that our PM and his crew will give us that. And I believe all these things is already on ground. We have seen our prototype. We have seen a Biafra prototype. We've seen everything concerning Biafra. Everything is on ground. Transport system, we've seen it. Logistics, everything is already on ground. All our prayers is for Biafra to come, and we are hoping that Biafra is here. In no distant time, everything will come to reality. And I'm also happy yesterday that our able spiritual father, the man that loved his people more than himself, was appeared in the court yesterday. This is to tell us that people representing him has been the people hindering him not to come to court. When our PM announced that Biafra Republic government in exile will take in charge of legal system of our leader before the court case, and they took it. See, now we can see the results. Though we are not relying on them to release Mazen, because it is not going to be easy for them to just release it.
Okay, we can't hear you anymore. Okay, so can we go to Ebere Okafor? Because while the Triple M was speaking, Ebere Okafor came in. Let's hear her, please.
Hours ago, that our leader had been eating poison food, so he's not going down with him, which he gave the zoo government 70.
I think you are the one that is not hearing Stella.
Okay, sorry.
Stella, there is something. The network is not working. It's breaking. So it's not. You're right. It's not coming out properly.
Okay. It was breaking. Okay,
Voice
try
is
and conclude,
breaking.
sir, because your line was breaking. So that we can go to Ebere. Triple M.
Maybe you bring him down and bring him up.
Can I go on?
Are you? Can you hear? Can you hear Triple M now, Stella?
I can.
Let him go on now.
Okay, my dear. Okay, my dear. So, well, since my voice is breaking, I don't know what network. The fight we are into, everything is fighting us, but at the end we shall
you
win.
are coming.
So
you are coming better now. You are coming out better now.
Okay. So let me. The spirit is done. So my people, let's work on our fundraising. Let's keep pushing. We must get to the end of the tunnel. Now, Hachukwu Kabiama. We don't remember the name. He say.
Ebere Okafor, you have the mic, man.
Thank you, Sister Stella. Actually, I stand on the existing protocol. Yeah, I don't know why this issue. What I want to say now is just my own opinion. I'm not here to offend anybody, but I don't know why this issue of religion will take up our time. Every time we come here, the same story instead of better thing to discuss. PM tweeted something about our leader an hour ago about him being poisoned. That the Biafran government in Israel have deliberated on the picture yesterday of PM's this thing, and they found out that they are being poisoned.
Hello,
His food is being poisoned, and this is what we're supposed
hello,
to be
Biafra
talking, not
people.
about religion.
Am I coming out clear?
But I'm not giving you the mic, sir. Hold on now, you're jumping the line. Ernesto, hold on, please. Okay, you have an emergency?
Don't worry, I've muted him, so
let's see. Do you have emergency?
he's not. Don't think
give
he's
me
hearing
thumbs up
us.
or thumbs down.
Ernest, can you hear
Ernest,
us?
can you hear me? Give me. Hey.
I don't think he's hearing any of us.
In fact, that's even why we should give him mic immediately, so that. Can you open his mic? Let's see. Can you ask him if he can hear us? Let him speak. I better hold on first. Let's see if he has emergency. Ronnie, talk to him now. He's out. Okay, he's out entirely. Okay, I better go on, sir. Ma.
So just like what I'm saying, can we please, even our leader, when he was teaching us, when he was with us, he doesn't go too deep talking about religion. He just preaching on what we need to know and what is to come. The same thing our PM. Can we just drop this issue of religion, please? Anybody can watch it, but since I have been watching this, I have been on the space since morning, but I just came up because of this the guy that about Triple M about this religion from the time that that Twitter was
Sister Stella,
dropped. It's all about religion.
Sister
It's all about religion. Can we just drop it, please, for goodness sake?
Stella,
And talk something else. Onyendu is not, that picture of Onyendu
Sister
yesterday
Stella.
is not looking good.
Yeah, who is called? Yeah, David, yes. We can hear you, David.
That information from our Prime Minister is very important. If we can switch to it.
Yeah,
72 hours to release our leader. Please, it's very important, please.
It's up there, the Jumbotron. It's up there.
Yeah, but instead of discussing about it, we are here discussing about it as an hour ago. And he gave a Nigerian government 72 hours to do something. This is what we should be talking,
so hold on,
discussing,
let me read it.
and what to do.
Hold on, now we are not fighting. No, we have been able to.
No, I'm not.
Triple M down.
Yeah, I'm not fighting. I'm just what I'm saying is whenever anybody, whenever from now on, please, for Bikonu, now you anybody. Anybody that comes here to bring this issue of religion should just put that person one corner and discuss other thing. Religion is in the heart. I was born and brought up in a Catholic, Scotch Catholic, that my father is a knight. But that doesn't make me look stupid when it comes to matter of this. Just let's put all this put them one corner, please, and discuss other things. If you go home, go in your house, do your prayer, do your thing the way you want it and the way it suits you. We shouldn't be using, because there are some people that when you are talking about religion, you are about that to those things, but whether they are Christian or your men or your whatever they believe in, you're emotionally when it has you're hurting them. And they will just, instead of them to come to learn or to want to repent, when it comes because of religion, they'll just leave. Can we put that aside from now on, please?
Discussing religion or better. Come on, Israel, you want to say something?
Yeah,
Can I?
I don't know the angle they are coming from, because for me, we've been here trying to discuss what we would like to see in Biafra land, and if we're discussing such a thing, people still have to say what the kind of thing they want to see. I don't think if we have allowed anybody to start castigating another person's religion and all.
I am
I
not
don't
talking
think if
about
we,
No,
castigating. I'm not talking
triple
about
yeah,
castigating.
karma,
It took a lot of time.
karma,
I'm not
yeah,
talking
karma.
about castigating. It's taking a lot of time. It's taking a
yeah.
lot of time. This is the issue that can take like 5, 10 minutes. I'll trash it and go into something else. I'm not saying nobody should talk it to
But
say it, but
it's
it's done
not
it
even
and
our
gone into
topic. It's not even our topic. It's just people
exactly.
trying to bring
I feel
in
Yes.
their own. But
yeah, but
there
it
is
now took the entire 2 hours. It now
Karma,
took
can
the
I say
people bring
okay.
it and
I
it
something?
better,
took 2 hours.
I better hold on. You see. Look at these things this way. There are things you cannot run away from, and religion is one of them because
That
we
is
are
why we should
rooted.
not even bring it in the first place.
Hold on. That is what I'm telling you. Because it's part and parcel of all of us. All of us. The only thing is that when people trying to go off point, we will stop them. But if you're trying to say nobody should talk about it at all, I
No,
don't think
karma,
if it's gonna be
karma,
possible
karma.
because we have tried it in the past.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please, I am with Ebere on that. You see, whenever I come to this space, to be honest, if not that I'm somebody who is sound spiritually and as a Christian that I am, I made up my mind to, follow you guys in this. I've not been coming to space. You guys hurt me a lot in all this religious talk because you say a lot of things you don't understand. You are unexperienced.
When you
Calm
say you
down,
guys,
calm down, calm
which
down.
guys?
There are people that I came in when David was talking. I came in when Triple M was talking, so I know they know what I'm talking about. And I was putting thumb down. See, let me tell you something you don't understand. I have told you people several times that I've been on spaces where outside Biafra, and I know what people are complaining, especially those Christian folks. Some of them are complaining very bitterly, and that's not what this thing is all about. Let's just stop this
Yeah,
religion.
Ronnie,
Please
Ronnie, you are
focus it in
exaggerating
your
here
own
now.
way,
Hold
and
on,
let's leave it. Please,
Ronnie,
let's focus, please.
Ronnie, Ronnie, you are exaggerating now. You understand? We've been here for the past 4 or 5 hours, and we have been dealing and you know on this topic. You understand that Triple M came down and suddenly and somehow it's not why you just say you people and as if we've been here. Listen, we've been here. Certain ministers have been here and they've stayed and if we've been doing anything wrong they will have cautioned us. It's Triple M that just came in and started yarning anyhow, and we corrected him, and that was it. Please, you guys brought an important thing, and the same you people wouldn't allow me to go there. Hold on, I want to read our PM's breaking news. This is 1 hour ago. The Biafra government has analyzed this picture of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the courtroom yesterday. And we are now convinced that Nigeria Islamic State has been poisoning his food. Has been poisoning his food. And hold on, I'm having distraction here. And has been poisoning his food. However, we are demanding for the immediate release of MNK for proper medical for where am I? However, we are demanding for the immediate release of MNK for proper medical treatment. Else, we will stop the flame. We will step up the flame. The Biafra government and its forces hereby give Nigeria 72 hours ultimatum to release Mazen Nandekanu for medical treatment or see every visible structure that represents Nigeria within Biafra land go down. The ultimatum will elapsed on the 1st of March 2024. When is 1st of March? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? Ronnie, is it Thursday or Wednesday?
Friday.
This is very, very important. So, Nigeria government, have you heard? Release our onion because you are poisoning him. Okay? Release him. You have been given an ultimatum to release him. Latest by 1st of March. Don't allow it to elapse 1st of March. Release Onyendu. Enough is enough of this nonsense. Or see every visible structure that represents Nigeria within Biafra land go down. Okay? Okay. So you have been warned. Don't say we didn't warn you. Don't say we didn't tell you on time. Okay. Because enough is enough of this nonsense. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm annoyed now. Okay. Tochi, you have the mic. Before we go to Chidera, has spoken before. Tochi, and then our Ronnie is also here. I salute you, Ronnie. So, Tochi, you have the mic. Then
Hello,
we'll go to
Stella.
Ronnie.
Hello, everyone. Damn, I feel like I came into the room when it started getting heated and stuff. Like, I beg, let's not fight or anything here. But I support what the Berry said after all, because I was here earlier and the conversation just derailed from, the topic, what would you want to see in the United States of Biafra, to like religion. And you already know religion topics are very sensitive, and a lot of people have a lot to say about that. What I wanted to say about the topic was, I wanted to say what I would like to see in the United States of Biafra would be, I would want it to be a country or a state where women are not second-class citizens, just like it is in Nigeria right now, where women have a say in all ramifications, where women have a seat in from the political seat to the military to the offices to the jobs. I want to see women excel in every area. I don't want women to be seen as second citizens in Biafra, and I want women to be put first. Also, when it comes to jobs and getting paid, I want women to be paid equal as the men. Not when men are getting paid 1 million, whatever our currency will be using, the women be getting paid 500,000. I want everything to be equal. I want everybody to be, make their money based on their merits and their brain and intellectual capacity and what they can offer, and not because someone is a woman, they can get paid a certain amount. Also, when it comes to our culture, there's just certain things that needs to be changed. I'm the adult of my family, and this is something that's personal. Also, when it comes to women owning land, I just feel like that's something that needs to be twerked a little bit and changed, because I don't see any reason why a woman cannot own land at this point. This is 2024, and all those old ways should be set aside. We're moving into the future, and if you're still going to be saying that women cannot own land, that means women are still kind of like second-class citizens. They can't do anything. They can't own land. They can't do stuff for themselves. A lot of die in their families. They've sacrificed a lot for the family. They've done a lot for the family, even more than the men in the family. But they don't get land. They don't get no property. They don't get nothing because they're women. And I just feel like that is just that doesn't make any sense at this point. It's 2024. Women are doing amazing things out here. We're conquering. We're building stuff. We're using our brains. It's no longer like back in the days where women don't do anything or whatever like that. So I just feel like there's just a lot of stuff that that needs to be changed. I want women to not be looked at as second classes, and that's my main concern. There's other things that I want changed too. I want to see in Biafra that when I remember them, I'll come back. But somebody mentioned something earlier in the room. I think it just left my mind right now because I wanted to mention something about that. But when I remembered,
Okay, but let's allow us to elaborate on what you said, because you are making a lot of sense. And sis, and like you said, we wouldn't want, we want we women, we want to be treated, fairly. We don't want to be treated, as a second-class citizen. It's just like the Muslim, the Islam people do. They don't call their women anything. They treat the women like a piece of shit. And sorry, but that my language, like a piece of rag, and this is what we don't want. You understand? Was it yesterday? I saw where they were dragging a girl among them in their own Islamic religion. The girl, they said she was not supposed to wear a trouser. Ladies and gentlemen, and they were whooping this girl like hell. Somebody even stopped again, saw where the brother was beating the sister. Instead of separating them, no, he brought another cane, or no, he collected the cane from the brother and started whooping the girl. I know they want to kill. What kind of religion is this? Please, we don't want this in our own, even we don't want to see it in our government at all. Women must be treated equally with the men. The salaries, okay, so far as they are qualified to be in that office or that post, that would be okay. And also, we also want women to be given their maternity leaves. They will be given when they are working. You will give them maternity leave, pay them their salaries, and they'll be able to go home and take care of their pregnancy, put to bed, give them 6 weeks or 6 months, or depending on the government or the office or the company, 3 months, and the woman will put to bed healthy and sound, and then come back to work. Please treat our women good. That's what we want to see, according to our sis. We want to see all this. And talking about the land issue also, I think that issue of land has to do with the family or the village or the town, where they will tell you, because you are the first son, the son, they will not give the son an obi. About my own people, call it an obi. You give the person, the father will not, maybe the first, maybe the hereditary of the man, they will say, okay, the first son, take the anobi, take this, take that, and then the first daughter will just be there watching. It's not fair. It's not fair. That's what our sister is saying. It's not fair. And most of the time, the first daughters work hard, like the first son. Sometimes the first daughters are even, work harder than, sorry men, but it's true, work even harder than the first sons in the house. Yes, but how come, our sister is saying, how come now at the end of the day, the father will bring out time and then give the anobi or give a land to the son, and then just backing the woman because they believe the woman will soon get married, and that's it. So on this point, it depends also on the family. It depends also on the family. It depends also on the town. It depends on the village. You
So
understand?
you're
Because
saying
at the
it.
end of the day,
Sorry, can you hear me, sis? You're saying it depends on the town,
yes.
right? But I feel like majority of the Igbos. I don't know about Akwa Ibom or Calabar, wherever other people, but I know majority of the Igbos do not give land to their daughters. But maybe other places do it differently. But from my research, it just seems like the women are just sidelined, especially when it comes to ownership of land. They do not, give them those lands. They give the brother. They will give the lastborn, even if it's a boy. But when it comes to the women, they do not do that. I just don't know what that means. But I guess it's a part of their culture, omenana, I guess. But for me, I just feel like there's just certain omenana that needs to be changed, because, if everybody cannot profit or gain, if women or girls feel like they're being sidelined because of a certain culture, that's not going to fit well, moving on
Okay,
into
so
the future.
where the man didn't have a son, Juan? You mean the man will now take the land, the anobi, and
I
now
mean, they
go and
might
dash
give it
it
to
out
their brothers.
because
They might give it to their family members. I don't
no,
know.
that's not right. That's not fair.
Can I
I
Also,
don't
it's
can I
not
know.
can I
fair
say
at
something
all.
here,
So
please?
we are talking. Yeah, Chidera Ngwano, because I saw you thumbs or crying or tumbling down.
I'm not. I was actually laughing. You see what you
Okay,
see
you're laughing.
what's happening here is that we are Africans, and in the same way we are Igbos. So there's things that we need to apply here, because when they come to this particular, it's just like trying to digest a religion issue. It's
Ngwano,
very
is
very
this one
it's
also
very very.
religion? We shouldn't
No,
even
no, no,
talk about this one too.
I'm just coming from somewhere. You have to let me land first. So why you are talking about this is particularly a particular people's culture, how they do their norms and what have you. Understand? So like in my own place here, where I come from,
We don't share land to a lady or our sister who is married outside the family. So we only give a land to a particular daughter who didn't get married, that has to be in the father's house until the rest of her life. So we give the person a certain portion of land, and she will adopt somebody to be his or her son, that we bury her or take care of her after she has gone. So it depends on the culture that guides a particular community or a particular set of people. So when you come to this particular issue now, so you have to consider the cultures, because we are not going to trash out our cultures because we are trying to build a nation, but at least we then need to kind of curtail it to be able to be beneficial to everybody, but not in the sense of sharing land with women. It is practically against the culture. As far as I know, as Igbo people are concerned, they don't share land with the ladies, except if the lady is not married. But if you are married, then you go to enjoy principles and the other rights from your husband's place. That's how it's been done, and I think it's a perfect way of sharing
That's
things.
exactly what I mean. You're saying is your culture, but cultures can be changed. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to
But
move, if you're
but
trying to
hold
move
on, Tochi,
forward,
hold on,
this is
Tochi. But there's no need of
2024.
being emotional here. Hold on, Tochi, because the angle you were coming from is that you said, and you are also correct. You said that after all, that the women also, the first daughters must have also done a lot of job to contributed to the family. At the end of the day, the land will now be given to the man only, and expecting the woman to go. But there's also a point Mazi Chidera said. He said, if you're married, you understand, and you go and take your own blessing from your husband's side that has gotten the land, maybe they also use the same system, and of course the man now has land. You get there, and then you benefit of the land your husband have gotten. But then he made a very important statement. He said, but on a situation where the lady or the girl child didn't get married, at the end of the day, the land will be given to her. He said it. The land will be given to her. Maybe he also wants to, adopt a baby, or I don't know. I don't know this one. What's it there, adopting a baby, or is
Yeah,
it? Or is
no,
she going to be having a baby
it's
from
not
the?
that. No,
Hold
no, no,
on
no,
now.
no, no, no.
Or is
It's
she
not
going to have a
okay.
baby from the brother's side? So that, because when you say you adopt also, because when you want to follow tradition, follow it fully, or if not so, forget the tradition. Do something that is comfortable for you and your family.
Yeah.
Because
Basically, can
Okay,
I
now,
say something?
wait.
Because I
Let,
brought
let,
this
let
up.
me just
Can
elaborate.
I finish my thoughts, please? Thank
Elaborate
you.
something
Tochi, hold
here.
on. Tochi, hold on first.
Oh.
Oh,
Let me
please.
elaborate something here so that you get the point very, very clear. We are just setting the record straight here now. Okay, so what I mean now is that if it happens also to a man who didn't give birth to a male child in Igbo land, so the man need now to kind of adopt from his brother's place, either his first son, the last born, or whoever he chooses that pleases his or heart or his heart, to take over his property. The person then will bury him as a son. The person now will take charges of the responsibility that his own biological son would have done. Because he didn't give birth to a male child, then he needs to adopt from his brother's side, not outside the family, within the family. But it has to be between if there are three, he has to choose from the elder brother or from his other brother, any male child from the family. But if it happens to be a lady who didn't get married, if a portion of land is given to the lady now also has to adopt somebody within the family, either from the person, just within that particular family, not outside the family. So in my own place, I'm talking
Mazi
about this is
Chidera,
how
hold on. Mazi
been done.
Chidera, hold
My own
on.
place.
You're going too far. Are you telling us about 20th century, or are you telling us about 21st century?
I'm talking about what's happening now. What's happening now in my own place. I'm talking about in my own place.
Okay, so this people you're talking about, who actually owns the land that you're talking about? Is it their forefathers' land, or the land they bought by themselves, or what kind? Is it like inherited land that you're talking
Is
about? Because we
inherited
have to be
land,
specific.
generational land. Let me just be specific now. It's a inherited land, not a land bought outside the family. Just a land within the
So
family. Yeah, yeah.
trying to put it in this manner, because why I'm asking you this kind of question is that in my generation, like my set. I'm over 40. But in my own community, if you are still at this age waiting for to share a land from your fathers, obviously the boys will beat you up. You're supposed to owe a land, and if you owe a land, nobody in the family determine how you share your land. You can give it to your daughter, you can give it to your son, you can give it to an outsider. It's entirely up to you how you want to do. So in my village, we encourage the young people to leave ancestral land and go and hustle and buy a land and put money in their land so that they have something to leave to whoever they want to leave it to, whether it's their daughter, whether it's their son, whether it's their wife, whether it's their mother. It's entirely up to you. But when you don't own your own land, that is when all these things comes in. So we don't encourage people to keep depending on ancestral land, why they can hustle. How can you own a house somewhere, or you have a business and you don't have a land? It doesn't make sense. You have a house and, so these are the 21st century. I think this thing happened more in 20th century. But at the moment, I don't think you get a lot of these things. And the people write will at this time around. You write will when you want to leave and then as also blame in this 21st century, I'm going to blame more of the girls. If you don't question your dad about his property, why he's alive, and you wait until your father die and somebody is now trying to tell you what to do, you need to question your dad about his wealth. What will be my own and all
Ivana,
that.
let me
Ask
give you
question.
another scenario because questioning and not
Can
questioning.
I
Hold
finish
on,
my
Kama
point
Israel.
though?
Because
Like
I've seen, I'm
I wasn't
coming to
even
you,
done.
Tochi.
I wasn't even done with what I was
Okay,
saying before the
one.
word was taken
Oh,
from
yeah.
my mouth. Please, just
Okay.
let me just make my point. I don't want it to be about land or land owning and all that stuff. The point I'm trying to make here is women should have a say. The Biafra that I want to see is where women are not second class citizens and we have a say in almost every seat. When things are being done, we will have a say in them, and we're not going to be cast aside. That's what I mean. I just brought that up because that was just part of our culture. And if one thing is not, changed, and other things need to be changed, and there's going to be problems. Like we need to just make sure that women are not second class citizens, equal pay, and equal rights. That's all I. That's my point here. I just wanted to make that clear. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. If I have any other stuff to say, I'll mute my mic and say that. Thank you. Thank you, Stella.
Okay, thank you. So, Kama Israel, can you see this scenario where where somebody have up to 5 sons, and and the man just died like that, while the 5 sons are still very small, and then the brothers of the man now took over the land. That meanwhile, the man has up to 5 sons to that will take the land. So what do we do to these wicked brothers? You understand what I'm saying? So like the same you rightly said, when we are living, make sure that your husband show you his properties. You, the woman, to make sure you are not treated like the second class citizen. Also try and bond with your dad too, because it even comes natural. Daughter, I give you, that piece of land near Ukumango, take it, I give it to you, because you bonded well also. You understand? So because this is a new world where if you bond better with your father, you get the right. Even when you're saying it's only their nobbies, but sometimes some fathers have very big land, bigger than their nobby after all. You understand? So I think it also depends on how you bonded with your dad. Take care of your dad. It's not, and when your dad is alive, you wouldn't buy him a cup of milk, a pig milk. You wouldn't take care of him. And then when he dies. You now expect him to give you the anobi, the grace. That's what it's like. So and it's true. So apart from the tradition, where the tradition is still hammer, okay, but there are some areas, the way you bonded, like the way I am now. If my child bonds well with me, anyone that bonds more, that one will get more. Simple. It's a common sense. Yeah. So when you take an obi, maybe the other land the person have might be bigger than the Anobi after all. You understand? That if I'm a man, I'm talking about but I'm a woman, you know. So I'm supporting that.
Sister Stella,
Sir,
don't you know that women are actually sharing property these days? You know,
in
I
fact,
hope you
in
realize
fact,
that.
in
Yeah.
fact, yeah, in fact, and also in fact, it's true, but it depends on the area. Some areas still very, very, how do I say it? Very backwards, very, how do I say it? Using that old traditional, like Chidera, see, he's crying and laughing, you know. You understand? Because my own side, we are more, civilized. We are, just bond with your dad very well. Even me as a mother now, I've told my kids, go and bond with your dad. Oh. If you want something reasonable, go and bond with him. It's common sense, bond with him. He will give. It comes natural because when you have taken good care of your dad, it will be his pleasure to give you that. Even our own God in heaven does that too. You understand? When you're having a one-on-one relationship, obeying his commandment, doing what he wants to do, he expected of you. It's his pleasure to give, send down blessings like rain to you. That's what it is. So if you want your dad to give you the inheritance, you want more from your dad, bond more with your dad. Also with the mother too, because sometimes also mothers have some things. Bond well with your mother. Take care of your mother. Take care of your father. Then inheritance will be enriched to you. Did I say it well? Chidera, you were laughing. Tell me why you were laughing. Chidera.
Okay, you see why all these things need to be addressed properly is because what, but not even minding that other peoples have their own ways of doing things, because how we do it in my place is not actually how you do it in your place. It depends on the norms that you value, or the customs that guide that particular community. Okay, so why I was just coming from the point of my own place. So it doesn't matter of the century, whether it's this or that. So, but as I said earlier, clearly, if a father wishes to bless the daughter, that one is a personal issue. But in terms that you are sharing a land, a inherited land, you don't need a woman can be given if only she's not married outside the family. Okay, in my own place I'm talking about now. So what our lady said, I mean, the person that brought it out, to which I mean, what she was saying, like, if my father now has bought a property, like, has investments, or this, like, all these big men that has investments. So if he wants to share the property, or he wants to write a will, that one is a particular different thing from another perspective, not what we are saying now. Like, if you come to a village where the father is sharing the lands to the sons, the daughter will now come and say, Dad, yeah, because I'm the first daughter, you have to give me a portion of land. Whereas you have married outside the family. So this is a different context. Okay.
If the father sees it well to do that, what stops him? There's no
But that's why I said,
tradition that
if the
stops
father
him from
wishes to give the person out of his own benevolence based on how he and his daughter is relating, that one is another context. But you coming to stand that you must get a share in your father's property, in your father's inherited land, whereas the boys are there, and you have married outside the family. This is a different thing. You have married outside the family, so you should have enjoying the benefits from your husband's place. In my own place, this is how we define it.
Okay, if hold on now, Chidera, if the lady now that married went to the husband's side and the husband don't have anything, he doesn't even have a land, and then maybe his father has a surplus land, you mean the father can't also reach out for her?
That's in my own place.
You
Okay.
see, at the end of the day, Chidera, you see this thing, it has to do with the way you bonded with your dad. I'm telling you, at the end, it boils down to that. We are going away from these deep, difficult traditions that will continue to divide brothers and sisters, and I mean, when you now know that your sister got married to a husband in another place, and that the husband is not well to do, to eat 3 square meals is hard, they don't even have a place. You mean out of your father's abundance inheritance he gave you, you can't give your sister, that's your sister that is married out, a piece of land to be okay just like you, the man is?
Okay,
I don't know.
can I say something now?
Kama
Wait,
is there. You want to
come on,
say
just can
something?
you give me a minute? Come on, please. Just give me a minute. Let me just point this out. Like me speaking now, particularly, I'm from Enugu. So there's kind of culture that we have in the sense that we have some certain things that we hold very, very dearly. You understand? So, but it don't mean we are going to be wicked to our daughters or our sisters. If the husband doesn't have what to take care of her, we can out of the benevolence of the family or the father, you can say this and that. But in the terms that you are sharing an inherited land, you are sharing the portion, you are giving the portion to your sons. The daughter cannot come to claim that she deserves to be given a portion of land because she doesn't have from the husband or whatever. The father now.
You see, but the way you're putting itself is even that that is what is creating the problem. The way you're
How is
the
it
way
creating
you're
the
putting
problem?
it, he said he will now come and claim
Yes,
that
yes.
he
No.
deserves
She
a
cannot.
portion,
She
as
cannot
if
come
we
and.
are doing it
No.
already. But see,
I'm
Lara,
just talking based on what we are saying now. If the way you address it is that the lady has the kind of potential to own a land, but if it's a land that
hold
the father
on.
bought. I continue. Let me be listening now.
No, you see, we're not making you not to be the first son. You understand? We're not also making you not that the father wouldn't give you the land, okay? But what I'm saying is it possible that Wise is giving you the land because this first daughter has also contributed immensely? I'm telling you, a lot of them contributed immensely to the family, and because she is married to somewhere, and the dad has a lot of land. It's not like only one piece of land and in a house that is called an obi. No, that one should be given to the son. I mean, if the dad has pieces of land, so many hectares of land, as he finished giving the anobi to the son, he can also, Mongozi, take that land near Ukumango. Take it. Well done for your job. You trained your first son. She trained that your first son in the university, for example. Trained your second son. Hey. I don't know, because like I said, it depends on the town, depends on the area. It also depends on the family. You understand? So,
Sister
Please, I
Stella,
want to say something. I want to say something.
hold on, Chidera. I think this is where we have to sometime show that we are mature, that we understand the life from different perspective. You don't allow something that happens to somebody else to happen to you or to happen to somebody around you. I just mentioned in my village, we encourage young people, to go and own a land, go and buy your own land, so that you have a land. You won't depending on this ancestral land that has caused problem, to so many people. And in my village, people are doing it. People are buying young people are buying land. You owe a land. And when you owe a land, you can decide what you want to do with your land. Nobody will control you, or tell you, oh, this is how it's been, you have to do it and all that, because it's your own. But when you don't owe that land, it was passed to you. And that kind of land that are passed to you in that manner, you are not allowed to sell it. If it's a land that you can sell, for me, I will sell that land and go and buy another land somewhere else so that it won't cause a problem. So it depends on the people in that area, how advanced they are, with the things, if it's people that are still in certain level of life, it will always happen in that manner. But if people are advanced, they've seen things, they've gone out, and the best answer to all these things is for you to acquire a land by yourself rather than hoping on the ancestral land that always cause problem at the end.
come on. Even when you have acquired the land, you have sons and you have daughters, at the end of the day, what your inheritance, whatever you have, you want to share among your children, okay? And at the same time, this same thing comes to play again. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is this: as a father, you have enough. As you are giving to the son, maybe it's even their dad that trained your first son. because most of the first son self, sorry, but sometimes they're a little strange, So at the end of the day, you will support. Chidera is crying or laughing. So at the end of the day, that land you bought or the lands you bought, you can also from the good heart, as a father, give some to your first son because he's your son. But then your first daughter that has been doing the whole walking and the training and the bringing of the money, because this is what is happening these days. Can't we see it? And at the end of it, as a good father, you can also give her a portion of land. And there you are in charge. It's not like it's a town's land. No, it's the land you bought as the father of the house or the family. And then you decided, you know what, as I'm giving my first son, I want to also give my first daughter to appreciate her of all the job she did. I don't think no tradition will stop you from doing that, though. Because this tradition, all of us are involved and we know what is going on. Tina, what do you want? Okay. Tina,
let's
hear the voice of a woman. Mazi,
Hello, my
I'm
dear.
coming to you.
Hello, Biafrans. Good day, everybody. Just listening. It's quite an interesting topic or point to make. Really, my opinion about it is, I know it is difficult because it is a culture that we have been practiced for a long time. A lot of people are going to have a hard time accepting it. And like in my own family, where my father have 4 sons, and the 4 daughters, it's going to be a difficult thing to share to all the girls to get a portion of, depending on how much land that my father have, for all my sisters and myself to get a portion of the land. But I do think that in a place where a father has an investment, because I have seen where even investment and somebody have a business and so many things. I have witness, kind of maybe witness or have heard about the siblings, especially the brothers, saying that the girls don't have no right to be or are not entitled to any of the things that their father owned. That I'm against. But if the father has plenty of land and he is willing, like Sister Stella said, to give to his daughters, I think those things should be done while he's alive. I just had that conversation with one of my siblings, my brother, and I told him, I said, my dad is alive, and I think you guys need to sit down and have a discussion about land, about how it's shared, because it always end up causing problem. Land, property, all those things always ends up causing a lot of problems. And some of our rural fathers, like live in the rural village, some of them don't do well. I live in a Western world. Based on where I am, everything that I own, I have acquired or life insurance or whatever, I share it among my kids. If you're going to get 33.3, the other one is going to get 33, but there's no person is going to get bigger than the other. It's going to be shared equally because you all are my children. And that information has been even kind of passed toward my son, where he's saying, "Oh, I own this one, and all my dad's property is mine. Oh, whatever my mom owns." I say, "No, who told you that? Just like the way I gave birth to you, that's how I gave birth to those your siblings. I'm not going to make you rich and make them poor. So that is not acceptable. We live in a world where things are hard. People are struggling. If you can help lift your kids out of poverty, and what you can do is give them a portion of land, which they can sell and help themselves get themselves out of poverty. Why not do it? You like it? You like your daughters to be impoverished? Your daughter is going to leave her house to marry to a man. When she's going there, she's not going to sell off her husband's land so that she can enjoy. That land belongs to the children she's going to bear. She's not enjoying it. She's only cultivating it to feed her kids. So she's not getting that, but with the property that her father gave to her or a land your father, she can turn around tomorrow. I have a need. I have something I want to do. I'm going to sell it. A member of the family can say, okay, I have money. I'll take it back from you because I want to bring the land back to the family. Here is the money. So we need to reason a little bit and consider our brothers and our sisters especially, because some of us are married into a family where there's already a commotion over there concerning land, constantly issue. If she even have anything, she only have that little one to cultivate on. and she's not going to sell it off for anything. She has to leave it for her kids. So benefiting something from your father is different from what you're getting from your husband or the property that your husband owns. So we need to lift our daughters out of poverty and give them opportunity to grow no matter where they are. You know, so that's my opinion, and I know some people may disagree with me, but I do believe that I'm not going to deprive any of my kids to make the other one feel. But I'm sorry, I don't preach that kind of thing. I will never cut my cord when it comes to my daughters. My son, he has equal rights, so as my daughters, and that's just the way it is. And he, when he have his own family, he can decide whatever he wants to do, how he wants to share his own property. But this one that belongs to me, I will share it according to my will. And if I am working with my husband, I would say my daughters need the same. They don't. Only my son cannot take the lands and leave my daughters poor. That I will not accept. That's just my opinion, you know. But I think because we are getting a Biafra that we all want, I believe in order for us to function properly, we need to learn what is called to respect each other. Because with respect, there is a lot of things we can achieve. When you come, you want to suppress my right so that yours will stand out. I have a problem with that. You know, please, you guys forgive me. Let me just make a quick comment. You know, like in the situation, if we in a place where we have people who have respect, I'm telling you, religion, culture will not mean anything because you're not going to break those principles that are set to guide everybody. I can go in here, participate in any activity with you, and as long as I'm not diminishing that which you believe or that which you're practicing, I can come to you and say, okay, as an example, I can preach to you. You have a right to say to me, I don't want to accept what you're preaching, and I respect your opinion. We don't fight. We don't, you know, there's no need to quarrel because that's your choice. That's your desire for yourself. That respect is very important in everything we're doing. And when we don't have respect for each other, thinking you can enforce your own desire, your own need upon each other, that's why there's chaos everywhere in the world. And that's the Biafra I want. A Biafra that there is a law that is guiding everybody. A Biafra that is there's justice in the system. A Biafra that everybody have a right. I don't, I listened to somebody where he said there's Biafra where there's no middle class. Of course, we're going to have a middle class. If I have, let's an example, I'm a millionaire right now, and somebody is in the village who doesn't have that amount of money. Me and them are not going to be on the same level. It's not because I'm going to come here showing off that I have so much money and looking down on you, treating you bad, but I'm always going to be on a higher class because I have money to live certain life you don't have. That is what makes you a low, you know, middle class or whatever. It depends on how much as a property or as an investment or as much money that you have is what that puts you in that class. It does not diminish. It does not diminish the person that is in the village as long as we don't continue with the idea that there is a slave and there is a master. You know, where there's always housemaids, house cleaners, having children, going to uncle, auntie, treating them like they are nobody. That is a system that we are going to end. You can hire somebody to work for you. We live in the Western world. We have cleaners here. We live in the Western world. We have nannies here. We have people who go into the home and do. That person that can afford a nanny is in a higher class compared to myself that I don't have that money to hire a housekeeper or hire a nanny to come and sit my children. So the system that works is going to benefit everybody, regardless of what level you are. But at the same time, living in the Western world, there are some government benefits that the rich people are not entitled to, only poor people, because the rich people already have money and they can be able to afford it. So some of those benefits are not there for them. Only the people that are in the lower class who don't have enough, those programs benefit them. And even if you're a rich person, you want to send your kids to public school, it's available there for you. And you think you have money, you want to send your kid to a private school, it's available there for you. So we're not going to limit people from living a life that they can afford, but we're not going to prevent people from having an equal opportunity to get a better education like somebody's father is a rich person. So that availability is going to be made for everybody. And that's really, for me, the society I want. A society where everybody is appreciated and given an equal opportunity to grow and to become wealthy and to get the education as long as they are willing to go. So this is the Biafra that I want, and I look forward to it. And I know we can do it because we have been subjugated enough. And if you have not been, if the Nigeria situation have not gotten to you, I don't know what you're waiting for to get it before you start seeing that we need a better place that works for our people. We have been, Igbo people or Biafrans in general have been through enough. We have a lot of people that are educated in the Western world who want to bring the ideas of what makes a functioning country to work, bring it home. And that is implementing things that work in the benefit of everybody. And I think we can do that if we agree, if we can stop backbiting each other, if we can stop sabotaging each other, if we can stop hating each other. There is no place where people don't quarrel, where people don't fight, where people don't have a diverse opinion, but for the benefit of everybody, we work together and build a nation that works for all of us. That's how I see it, and that's the Biafra that I want. Hi, Sister Stella.
Hi. Okay, thank you so much, Tina. I think you've said it all. It's all about equality, trying to bring balance in all that we do. There is no time everybody will be in the same class. It's impossible. Some people are hardworking, some people are, middle class, as they say. Some people are, don't want even to do anything, and that is social benefit will also help in that aspect. So I think Biafra, with the law of Biafra, that respect, mutual respect, good relationship and all that will be there, because if you make that such mistake, the law will hold you responsible. But in a country where there is no rule of law, that's why they behave anyhow. Somebody will just come and a woman, suddenly the husband died, and somebody from nowhere that didn't even know how they've labored all their life will come in and say, I'm a brother, to collect what does not belong to him and all that. It's because there is no rule of law. Those things cannot happen in a Western world, So I believe our law will put all these things, checkmate all these things, and people will be free to do what they want to do, as long as they are not, dabbling in other people's space. I think that's the way to put it. You just said it the way it is. Who is the next one? Okay, Mazi Chibuike. Yes, Mazi Chibuike.
Okay.
Mazi Chibuike.
Yeah, good evening. Am I coming out loud, please?
Yes.
So I greet everybody concerning what we Biafrans see in the United States. Oh, it's nice. What the last speaker speak and what you, Kamaisri, is saying is true. Because when they were saying about land issue and that thing, let me tell you, it is as a result of, hello, who is distracting me? Yeah, it's as a result of Nigeria. That is why things like this is happening. Yes, we have tradition that have been there, but because of Nigeria, that is why this one we have land you share for the men and not for the women, and all those kind of things. And each places, each state or each area has their own or men and what did I say? Like the way they follow their things. In Biafra, all those things will be and it will be end, but we will still follow our tradition. But there will be a law that will govern everybody, a law that will defend the right of the middle, the less, and the rich. Where if you a citizen, you have a father who does not have anything, you are alone, the government will provide house for you, provide land for you, provide anything you want to achieve, you can get it. So let's just take our mind off from whatever system that is going on now in our land. When we get Biafra, there will be a law that will govern us. And again, this thing we are saying is already in our chartered. It is in chartered. I'm telling you, if you see the land in this thing, the owner properties, land and everything that is in the charter, it's in the charter. Everything is stated. Even it also respect family land and family compound. Those things is there. I saw something like that there. It's there in the charter. So when let's fight for this Biafran thing. The land thing too is there. It's good, where the law will provide, will protect everybody, will give everybody equal right, you know, to fight. Those in Western world, you see a woman who rise and work and get everything she needs. She can will her property. But in our land, they will tell you that Igbo woman does not have the right to do something like that. No, these are old things, cake things. Our law is coming to put things in order. And if you watch from the Biafran government today, you will see that we already start practicing and implementing what we will see in Biafra. Look at our government today. Everybody is equal. We have some of the ladies, they are occupying the positions, and we respect them. We honor them. We take them as as long as you are there serving, you are serving the people, and we respect you that way. So this is what we will implement in Biafra, where respect will be given to all. When you respect me, I respect you. Just like what the last two speakers said. The lady, she said, when you come, you wanted to talk to me. I say, please, I don't want to listen to you. You respect me, not by force. If you don't do that, you die and do this. No. If you do that, I will just call the nearby police, and police will arrest you and they will question you. You know, that is the law we are fighting. That is the country we want to be, where everything will be sound. So we should not worry about the system that is going on now. I understand our lady Tochi, she was saying about, you know, getting equal rights, and she have do some research and see some part of Igbo land. The ladies does not have right to own some what should we call it, share, especially in the lands. You know, those things are there. But when we get Biafra, there's a law that will be backing some things. There's a law that will be backing, and they will also respect some that make us become who we are, that make us to survive up to date. So we can't throw them away, but we will redefine it, we modify it, we'll bring it in a place of that is what I have to say. And what do we want to see in the United States of Biafra? Whatever thing that is happening in the international world that is making them grow, expanding.
Yeah, Mazi Chibika, we can't hear you properly now. You know,
that is what we want to see in Biafra. Couple.
Mazi Chibika, can you hear me very well? Because your voice is going in and out.
Yeah, I can hear you. So
okay, your voice is going in and out. We can't hear you properly again.
Oh, you didn't hear me, but are you hearing me now? Oh, then let me go out.
All right. Stella, are you back, or should I continue? Okay. Before our able minister go ahead and give us what let me allow Choice Global TV. He has been here. Let him say something. Please make it snappy, like 5 minutes.
I greet you. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning to everybody, depending on your time zone. My able minister, I greet you. Our host, Sister Stella, I greet you. Kamaisri, I greet you, sir. Yeah. So I just want to know. I know we've probably gone past the land thing, but I want to know just shipping something to say that I'm surprised that we're discussing it here because I don't think it's issue for a national discourse because it's more like a tradition, and every tradition differs. All right. The land that fathers give to sons, from where I come from, the Yoruba land where I come from, your immense riches is more like what's it called? is known from how much land, how much wives, how much kids that farm that land. All right, in those days. So, really, normally when a man, a man has plenty wife, they do farmland, and then the amount of kids that they have, that's what is their riches is measured by. So when they give that same ancestral land, they hand it down to their make child, so that they can farm. Now bring it back home. When a woman is going into marriage, is getting married, in my tradition, there is what we call garuku, means that you are um, giving her own inheritance. In those days, the parents are the ones that will buy box of clothing, the as much as little as even the mortar, grinding stone, pots, and stuff, household utensils. Everything is packaged together and then given to the female child, all right, when she's getting married, and then they escort her to her husband's house, meaning that I've given her own inheritance. That's from my own village where I come from, all right. And that, but this is different. This is different, based on other people's tradition. When a girl child is getting married, some people ask for several other things. So, but now, so what I'm trying to say is, in that sense, the family has separated the child from the house. They have given her own inheritance to go and join her husband. Now, when the male child is still in the house, is not married yet, what becomes his inheritance is the land that the father has. All right, they hand it down to the male child. All right, and then he and his own family can farm. The same way this girl child.
Can somebody
I
hear
can
me?
hear you, ma'am. I can hear you.
Come, are you there? Yeah.
Okay, is there? I can hear you also.
Come on, are
Yeah, he
you
said he
there?
can hear you.
Ah, you can
Yeah,
hear me. Thank
yeah.
God. Oh my God. I thought they have knocked us
Okay, ma'am.
out. Oh, hallelujah.
No, we're still
Okay,
here.
somebody was
Yeah, I'm
speaking.
I'm I'm the one speaking. You want me to?
Who was speaking?
Sure,
Come on.
Stevie. You still want me to continue or want me to stop?
Come on, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Yeah, Sister Stella, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Are you speaking? I can hear
Yes.
you.
Okay.
He can hear you.
You're speaking. I can hear you. Oh my God, what happened? What will I do? Can somebody else speak? Let
Yeah,
me
I
see.
said I can hear you. Can you
Let's
hear
give
me?
the mic to Tina. Tina, can you speak?
Yes, I can hear
I'm
you,
here.
Sister
Can you
Stella.
hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't hear Kama.
But can
Wait,
you hear
there's
me
our
though?
brother.
Come
Our
on, come
brother
on.
is speaking. Our brother Stephen, I think, is
No.
speaking right
Choice
now.
Global TV.
Okay,
I can't hear him.
Choice Global TV is speaking right now.
Yeah.
Choice. Choice, I can't hear
But I
you.
can hear you though.
Speak. Is this still
I'm still
speaking?
speaking. Yes, I'm
He
here.
can hear you, but you can't hear him.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sister
Let's do
Tina.
it this way so
Sister
that I
Tina,
don't
tell her
bring
to
down
wait
the
a
space.
little bit.
Can he
She will
come
start
out and
hearing
come in? Let's
everybody.
bring him up again.
Sister Stella,
Ronnie is also.
Brother Kama say
Yeah.
you should wait a little bit. You will start hearing everybody. So our brother can,
Ah.
our brother can continue. Our Choice
Okay.
TV can
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
All right, thank you guys. So yeah, so let me just turn it down so I can allow other people. So the point is, when a female child is getting married, that's where they do the separation. So they give inheritance to that female child. When a male child is getting married, it's the land that they give. All right, because the um father does not separate him like that because he still bears the family name. In those days when a woman gets married, and then they do excursion and all of that, the woman changes her name, father's house.
Choice
Yeah, can you hear
Global.
me? Yeah.
Hold on. Let's hold on a
Hmm.
little bit. Let's bring this thing
Hmm.
home. We're talking about 21st
Yes.
century. Let's talk about you
Yes.
now. You have
Hmm.
lands, not just land. You have lands. You know, and you have both female and female and male children, are you going to carry all the land and give to your male child then and ask your daughter to go and sleep? What will you do in this in this 21st century? What will you
Yeah,
do?
so that's why I'm saying that we're saying the same thing. So I'm gonna bring it home, but I needed to establish where the problem emanated from.
Yes,
All
I
right,
can hear you.
that's why I went into the
Sorry,
history.
sorry.
Now I can hear you, Tina.
Okay, you can hear me, but our brothers, one of our brother is speaking. Choice Global, I guess Global TV is speaking, but you're not able to hear him.
Can somebody else speak?
Okay.
Let's see if I can hear.
Choice Global.
Because
Choice
everywhere, apart from you, I can't hear any other. Can somebody else speak?
Sister
Can
Stella wants
Ibabuchi
somebody
speak?
else to speak so she can see if she can hear anybody else.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me too?
I can hear you, but she can't hear any of you.
Okay, MID, are you here? Can you hear Stella?
Yes, I can hear her. Only that I wanted to. I can hear her.
Everywhere is silent.
So, Sister Stella,
Can Ibabuchi
almost
speak?
everybody can hear you, but you can't hear any of us.
What do we do? Should I bring down the space?
No. Refresh your page. Try and refresh your page.
Somebody should. Ibabuchi, can Ibabuchi speak?
Okay, Tina.
Yes.
Tell Sister Stella I'm gonna go down so that she will bring me back. So let me see if she can hear me.
Sister Stella,
because
Sister Stella, Brother Kama say he's going to go down, and you can bring him back up and see if that will change anything.
Okay.
For people hearing, don't send anybody email. For people listening, don't send anybody email. I saw some scammers answering Obi, telling you to send them email. Don't send them any email. If you need the link, inbox me. Don't send anybody.
Sister Stella, can you hear him now? Yeah, I think she might be having a network issue.
Yeah. It's from her side, it's from her side.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that she's hearing you, Tina. Tina, let her bring you to the co-host so that you can help her out. Tell her to put you on co-host.
Stella, can you hear me? No, she can't. I can't even hear her anymore. She's not saying anything.
Okay. We will carry on. Let's see.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, she's come back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear her now?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you very, very well.
I can hear you too. Okay, so we are solving the problem.
Okay. Choice Global, can you say something now? Let's see if
It's good to have you back.
No, I can't hear.
Okay, Choice, you have to go down and come back. I will bring you back straight away. Okay.
And I brought in Big Boy. Can Big Boy speak?
Yeah, thank you, Stella.
I can hear you.
No, big boy, hold on. MID has been raising his hand for a while.
I've been here before.
Yeah, but you didn't raise your hand.
I only enter with my.
Yeah, just hold on. You didn't raise your hand. Just hold on for
MID. Can you speak? We are still resolving the mic. Big Boy.
Yeah. Thank you, because I need to enter a meeting. I just wanted.
MID, I'm not hearing you. Big Choice, I just brought you in. Can you
Can
speak,
I go on?
Sir, can you speak? Big Choice G, I mean. Choice G.
Sister Stella, MID is speaking. Can you hear him?
No, ma.
Oh, dear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I can hear Choice G.
Choice Global TV. All right. So yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So let me just
Okay.
um get to the point from our Mr. Kama Iswe. So yeah. So like I was trying to establish, I was trying to say, these are traditions, all right, but the traditions they differ. So now coming to the 21st century, we heard our prime minister say that we're going to tear everything down and rebuild. So if we're tearing things down, land or no land really would not be some sort of ancestral land or no ancestral land anymore. All right, everything will be teared down. So yeah, like yes, me, I do not plan to hand lands down to my my kids. I do not. In fact, as a matter of fact, if I have land and property, I must sell everything. All right, and then give monetary inheritance to them or properties that are already developed now lands in the village, because trust me, the land that my father left for us, they are in the thick forest. Nobody's going there to go do anything. All right, the houses that he left behind, nobody's living there. I have my own houses. Everybody, they have their own. So yeah, to answer your questions, in the 21st century, the male child, the girl child, they are equal to me. So they get the same inheritance regardless. I agree with y'all.
Thank you so much, Choice TV. Sister Stella, are you okay now? Are you good to go?
Yeah, continue.
Okay. Okay, big boy, you can now open your mic and speak. Big boy.
Yeah, thank you, Kama. Thank you, Stella. Yes, I will go straight to the topic. All protocols observed. What would you want to see in the United States of Biafra? I would like to see a Biafra where, first of all, freedom of religion is sacrosanct, where I will worship whatever I like without disturbing another person with it. I would like to a Biafra where equity and fairness prevails in all ramifications, where you will not be tagging me, you are from Ngwa, these Ngwa people, see the way they are, this one, you are from Mbisen, this Mbisen people, see this thing, where there will be no segregation, discrimination, racism, or otherwise, where everybody will be seen as Biafran. Nothing like you are from this, nothing like you're from that, where equity and fairness will prevail. I want to see a Biafra where our women will have a say in everything. Before a decision is made, it will be a collective effort of everybody. I want to see a Biafra where some cultures that are putting people in misery will be modified or, if possible, thrown out. I want to see a Biafra where love will reign supreme. Hate and we will put laws that will checkmate and change people, not law that will kill them. I want to see a Biafra where everybody will be seen, patriotic as ever, where everything that will be discussed that will move the nation forward, irrespective of your whatever belief system or background, you will join and see to it that is done. I want a Biafra where religion will not be even put as a national discourse. It will be a personal thing that each and everybody will, you will do your thing the way you want to do it. That's what I want to see. Thank you.
Thank you so much, big boy. You know, I like the way you just put it straight without attaching any sentiment to it. You know, we religion can never be a problem in Biafra land. You know, for me, it can never be. You know, I've lived in Western world where nobody even ha- hardly discuss about religion. It's just you and your God. You go to church when you want to go. If you want to go to evangelism, you go. People, nobody even have any issue. The only people that are you see that are having problem is this Islamic uh, extremists that are everywhere, you know, causing problem. You see them in the park challenging other people, you know, which we have already ruled them out because we see the problem they are causing all over the world. You know, we will not allow such in our own land. You know, so apart from that, as long as we believe in one God, I don't see any reason. A Christian believe in God. Judaism believe in God. The traditional people also believe in God. You know, what's the difference is the worship system, the way they worship God. But they believe all of them believe in one God. So if we believe in one God, so why should we be having problem about religion? It's not going to happen in Biafra land. As long as there is law and regulation that is guiding religion in the land, I'm telling you, nobody will have, because if you go beyond your boundary, you know, automatically the system will hold you responsible. You know, everybody will behave, you know, the right way. You know, so the law is very, very important, and the law will play a very big role, you know, in all the things that we're gonna do in our land. You know, so let's nobody it's just that some people, when they want to talk about religion, they see everybody as bad people, you know. But it's just that they don't really understand. Maybe because of their experience, sometimes you don't really have to blame them because they have had experience and they're trying to pour it out. But if you're there and they say something, that is when you have to correct them as well, you know, because everybody can not be the same thing, you know. People are messing the way we have good people, you know. If you see yourself as a good person, that means there are so many other good people as well, you know, so everybody can never be the same. Thank you so much. Who is next here? MID. I think he's not. Let me see if he's no, he's not here now. Yeah, Sister Stella, do you have something to say? Okay. Obed, can you open your mic and speak? Obed. Obed, are you there?
Okay, if he's not coming, then who should be rounding up?
Yes, Stella, I think we should be rounding up now.
Yeah, because we have really done justice to this topic
You
today.
are right. You are very, very right.
Yes. So let's enter into. Let's see. The
Yeah,
MID
MID is coming now.
official. Yeah. Then he come and then we'll round it up. We'll round up.
Yeah. I think.
And before MIDs come, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I just want to issue this warning to Nigerian government. If you know what is right, if you have a common sense, respond and yield to the instruction given to you by the Biafra Republic government in exile. Release this man, our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kalu, with immediate effect. If anything should happen to him, God forbid, you're not going to like what you will see. It will be in your best interest that you assent to this now, because you cannot be doing this. We have taken enough of this madness. You cannot be rehabilitating terrorists and be punishing innocent men unjustly. Yield to this instruction, and if you don't want don't want to build, bite more than you can chew, just do it, because they kind of failure to do this, you will never believe it. Somalia will even be a child's play. You have been warned severally. This is what I want to say.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, big boy, you don't even know these terrorists. You don't know them all. These people, you think they hear your language? They don't hear. The only thing they hear is force. Until we begin to
That's
do
what I'm
some
telling
things
you.
to
They
them,
will
we will not
hear.
do.
See, it will be in their best interest to hear. But if they don't want to hear, we know how to handle them, and they will hear.
Thank you. Thank you. Ụma nke a na-eme emesi mebe eme maka ndị anyị na ha nọ animals ịghọtago onwe ibe a na-eme for nwanne anyị nwoke si mebi ozugbo ozugbo ọ nke m kwụrụ ya.
Exactly, my sister. You know why you see why I love what is happening is we always come, we will tell you, so that when it start happening, you will not say you were not warned. I know what our government, our PM is doing. He's following this thing, diplomatically, and at the same time, he knows when to strike, because these people, they always want to see something that you will do, and they will not hold on to that and say, hey, but he would have sound this one, hey, but he would have, those kind of things. So as he's sounding this warning, doesn't mean that he doesn't have plan B. So it will be in their best interest to do this now, because let me tell you, we that are here we know what is going on. Things are hard. When I say things are terribly hard, they are terribly hard. But guess what? The people who have been surviving it, the Biafrans. I'm telling you. I don't care what anybody wants to think about it. I don't care if you want to get mad or angry at what I'm saying, but that's the truth. The people who have been surviving what is going on in the zoo are the Biafrans. Doesn't that tell you something? See, God is on our side. I am signing it as a note of warning to the Nigerian government. You can never stop whoever God is on his side. You cannot stop this. And this man you are holding, do you know how much we love him? Do you know how much we value him? If anything, God forbid, happen to this man, you're not going to like what you will see, you hear. And all of you enablers who are joining, you are Igbos, you are joining the Nigerian government, contributing to what is happening to this man. Believe me sincerely, we will not forgive you, and we will not forget. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. We will not forgive him. In fact, we will pursue them back to Futajelon. If they will, if he's only pursuing, if they will be alive to go back. That guy is worth hundreds, thousands of them there. The Fulanese. Onyendu is only Onyendu is worth 1 million of day, the Fulani. So let them be careful of what they are doing. It's better for them to release him, and if the Hausas want to give them their land to take, let the Hausas give the Fulanese land to take. But for us, so we don't want them, and we are gone already. So they should release our Onyendu and let them go and solve their problems. But I can tell you that even the Hausas, they don't want the Fulani. The Yorubas, they don't want the Fulani. Everybody's tired of Fulani. So Fulani should just carry their bag and baggages and go back to Futajelon where they came from. Enough is enough. They came, it's time to go. They should just go. It's simple. You see, it's not working. It's not just working. It's not sticking. Their system is not sticking. Since they came into our communities and our land, it has been troubles upon troubles. You understand? So at the end of the day, we are telling you guys, Fulani, Sultan of Sokoto, leave Onyendu alone. Release him. Release him so that you see peace. Because soon we'll begin to exchange prisoners. And we'll catch you, Sultan. We'll catch you, Shetima. And then we'll begin to talk. So release him all. You guys don't have one-way madness. So there are so many types of madness going on. When our own starts, you won't be able to stop. You can't handle our madness when we start. You can't handle our madness when we start. We're not still taking it on a cool way. Release our leader. Release our leader so you have peace. You go and enjoy, or you go and, how do you say it? You go and reorganize yourselves again, because this one you did, you have failed already. You have failed. It's not sticking. So, and the people plotting coup, plot your coup, but release Onyendu. Plot your coup amongst yourselves, release Onyendu. Because Biafra is not part of you. We are not represented. Hope Uzodema is not representing Biafra. So, get it and get and understand the situation. Hope Uzodema is not speaking on behalf of Biafrans. Biafrans, we are tired of Nigeria. In fact, we are having our referendum. In fact, we are e-voting. And in fact, all of Biafrans are voting yes to exit that country. You understand? So we are not part of you. It's of no use of you holding our leader. It's of no use. Because what will before you in days to come, don't say we didn't warn you. Don't say we are mad ourselves. So if you people think you Fulani Islamic jihadists, if you think you are mad, you've not seen madness yet. This one self you guys are seeing from Israel is even a small madness. Because our own madness is worse than that of Israel. So the only thing that will be good for you people is to release our leader. Release our leader and go and reorganize yourself, because you have failed this time. Go back and reorganize yourself. We will deal with you. You won't be alive to reorganize. So release our leader so you can go and reorganize and come again after us. Because this one, you have failed woefully. Because we will deal with you. You won't be able to go back to reorganize yourselves. You understand the two scenarios? You won't be able to go back to reorganize. So release Onyendu so you can go back and reorganize. Thank you, brother. Can we go to OBED? Your conclusion, sir, in 1 minute.
Okay.
Obed, are you there?
Okay, yes, I'm here, sir. Oh, good evening.
Okay. Can we go to Kama Israel?
Good evening,
Kama,
I'm here.
my co-host, are you there?
Yes, Stella, I'm here. Can you hear me, Stella?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Obed, can you go down so that we bring you up, because Stella can't hear you? Can you go down and come up?
Oh, was this?
Yeah, but you can't hear him. So let him go down and come back. Yes,
Okay.
Stella. I concur with everything you just said, and to be honest with you, I can see the pressure on the government of Nigeria currently. Serious pressure is on them. You see, last week, the Sudan of Sokoto, called a meeting, with all the traditional and some religious heads. He called, that they can't be here and Nigeria is going down, and they don't have something to offer to see that things move up again. And he called all of them. And when I saw the charade in the court yesterday, some of the traditional and religious people, coming out to pray and all that, straight away my mind flashed on what happened last week with the Sultan of Sokoto, because they are all their takia. We're going to treat this topic again, because they have used this thing so much so that our people are actually buying this idea all the time, So I understand that this is the pressure is on them. Look at Shetima, the Boko Haram leader, telling you that the Nigeria cannot move on without the Igbos. Look at him, somebody that told Nigerians that they are going to destroy Igbo business, and they will start doing those business that the Biafrans are doing, and he's now preaching to you that Nigeria cannot do without the Igbos. Developing the Igbo land is as good as developing Nigeria and all that. Trying to swear people to start believing all this their rubbish again. there is a bill that was some of the people in I think upper chamber or the green chamber wanted to pass some time ago. They refused it. Now they have passed that bill, at the moment, because they see that Biafra is gathering momentum, and then the police of a thing that they've been begging them, all this while, so that they will have a state police. I heard that they've given go ahead and all that. So all these things is just they are trying to get our attention using this their takia way of deceiving people, so that a lot of, and our people, because they are beggars. A beggar, whenever you throw something to them, they will accept it straight away. All these people will think that they are representing us. They're always begging. President Tinubu, we are begging you to remember also. Don't forget also. Don't forget your promise and all that. So anything these people throw to them, they will just catch it and start preaching it to their member. So we have to be very, very strong and know that what we are doing currently is really working, and we are not far from getting Biafra. Anything that will make their economy to go up again, we have to do something that will bring it down. The pipeline, everything, we have to start doing it the more, so that this going down of their economy will continue until we get to our destination. But I can tell you that they are fighting hard. They are fighting hard to regain their strength, to regain their power. But Prime Minister is on the game. Thank you, Sister Stella.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, they had a meeting. The meeting they had, Sultan didn't discuss that they should release Onyendu. If not, what is the essence of the meeting? Sultan, can't you see the game is over? Can't you see it? Or would you be what our PM said, that God, what God did to Pharaoh, the same God that wants to show Pharaoh pepper, the same God blocked Pharaoh's ear that he wouldn't listen, he wouldn't understand, he wouldn't hear the instruction when Moses was telling him, let my people go. It's the same thing happening to Sultan. No? Sultan, are you deaf and dumb? You don't understand that you're supposed to release Onyendu? Or you want to be dealt with? I think we're joking. The land where you are self is pursuing you. The land where you are. Hausas are telling you to go back to Futajelon where you came from. Yorubas are telling you, Sultan, to carry your people and go back to Futajelon where you guys came from. You guys are Arabs. Don't you understand it? The generations, ages have passed. Or do you don't understand that you're not part of Hausa land, Sultan? You're not getting it?
Stella, are you still here?
Sorry, they are muting my mic and unmuting
Okay.
Sorry,
I
can you
think
hear
we
me?
should just round up, because you've tried today. You've tried very,
Yeah.
very well.
So I've been it's round up I'm into. So Sultan, release our Onyendu. That's what I use in concluding. Release our Onyendu, so that you yourself will also be free. If not, so we'll catch you, and then they will release Onyendu by force. Is that what you want? You don't like peace at all, Sultan. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sultan that is in charge of this whole thing. He called meeting, everybody obeyed him. Anything he said, they listened to him. So we are talking to Sultan this evening. Release MNK. Release him. It's you holding him. Give the order and they will obey you. The judges now that you have appointed will obey you. Give the order and release Onyendu. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Atina, give us your conclusion, because you've been around also, before we close.
Yes, my dear. I was off because I was having a little issue there, but I just listening on what you're saying. The Fulanis have takiad us enough.
They have scared us plenty. Their story of their change of mind and their love for us does not move us no more. We can be good neighbors. That's we can be good neighbors to do business together. But as far as we are concerned, all we want is our Biafra, and our Biafra is all we are going to get. There's nothing anybody is going to tell us to say, give up our Biafra, a place where we will be in charge, that a Fulanis or whoever else will no longer have a right to subjugate us, to kill us, to come up from only God knows Futajelan or wherever, to come and claim our land or demand it to be given a right in our land. If you want to be a part of us, you have to purchase the land and you have to live by the rules that guide us. All of us will obey those rules. So when you come in, you abide by those rules or you'll be kicked out. So, like I said, we will have them as neighbors. Yoruba, Duduwa Nation. We will have them, if the Arewa went, we can have them as neighbors, which are, we do business together, we respect each other's boundaries. But any more of this marriage, that you're holding me on a chokehold, we are no longer going to participate in it. I'm sorry. So what we want to our Biafra, they have killed our people and they have been poisoning our leader. I don't know what makes them think they can do or say anything now that is going to make us change our mind. That is not acceptable. So we're not listening. For me, my ears are plugged. I don't listen to any more crap they are bringing. So, dear friends, all I can say is we keep doing what we are doing. If we weren't doing something good, the enemies will now begin to break their own rules and begin to show their fake love toward us. It's because what we are doing is getting to them and they can see that God is going to destroy them using them. So that's where I'm going to drop my mic. Thank you, Biafra.
Thank you, sis. They should open the door sale. Open it. Whoever that's in charge there, open it by yourself. Open that door, and that settles everything. And the judge in charge, release Onyendu, release him, and you'll be doing God a favor. Release Onyendu, and the Sultan can do his worst. Release Onyendu, the judge. I'm talking to you. That said they should change his dress. Okay, but release him. So he will go permanently and change his dress or his shirt and trousers anyhow he wants it. Release him. It's freedom first. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being around. I appreciate you guys. Kama Israel, I salute you. Tina, salute you. Big Boy, Shimon, Christopher, Simon, Neba, I salute everyone. David, I salute you. Biafra Free Energy Tech, Ahaya, I salute you. Mata, Matt, we are many, please. I salute everyone. Oh, Cyprian, Chukuma, Adama, Chuku, Udo, Patrick, I salute everyone. Teddy, Ifawo, Triple M, Odobunwa, I salute you. Don, Obunikwe, I salute you. Obed, Nwa Biafra, Izu Dede, Simon Eba, Odina Nwa, Eze Nwa O, Biafra First, SY10. Oh my God. Hold on.